We're live. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe with me and my buddy Gabe. How you doing, Gabe?
Hi, Lorenzo. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Super, as always.
Super.
Just here trying to stay awake in a world that wants us to be asleep.
I know they're trying to bring me down with my sleep apnea. I won't let that happen. Damn it!
They put the fluoride in your water and trying to get your nostrils inflamed and make you're gay, your frog's gay. They're trying to keep you sterile to
dude,
lessen the population.
dude, I fucking took a caffeine pill before we started this podcast. Well, give me like 10 minutes. I'll let you
I
know how I feel.
I remember taking my first caffeine pill when I was your age. No, I remember trying to take one time, and I was just like trembling. You know, like that meme where you take a Red
Ah,
Bull. That meme where it's like, "Oh, I'm tired." A Red Bull. Now I'm anxious and tired. You know, and it's like,
I know, dude. But I took it because I worked at a school and I subbed, and I'm sitting down for fucking 8 hours, so it's like I'm not doing anything, you know. And I was like at the chair, so I took a caffeine pill and I took one, and then it got to a point where I was like, I felt like I was doing this.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I
like
was
the
like,
fucking like the flat or reverse flash when he stabs someone. He's like,
oh, when he
hand
when
is
he jacks
vibrating.
off the flash to make it seem like he came at a woman's touch.
Hey man, it could be true. The reverse flash is like the only reason he exists is because of the flash. Like,
Dude, I
so he
don't know
could jack off
anything
to it.
about the only thing I know about the Flash is the fucking the monkey that he fights. And I
A
forgot the
Grodd,
name of him.
Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd, right? Gorilla
The
Grodd?
that's actually no yeah, Grodd. I know like a surface amount of Flash lore. I don't know like
Yeah. And then like
I
he like traffics children, right? And like beats people up because he's a celebrity.
I might have missed that issue.
Yeah, I think it was like on the
But
last season of Flash.
I was like both in terms of the comic and real life. I missed those issues. Nah, but he can get away with it. He's babyface.
No,
For
yeah,
some reason.
they adapted a lot from the comic book. Like
Yeah.
you know just him beating the shit out of people and kidnapping others for some reason. But hey, he still has a career, so I guess it's okay.
There's a redemption arc when you're privileged.
Yeah, it's just like community service, right? Just make sure people like record you, and then you
Yeah.
can go home. You'll be
What if
okay.
what if I say I'm really, really, really sorry? Uh,
We're sorry. Sorry. It reminds
or
me of that.
no, it's like your like not your girlfriend, but a girlfriend when they're like, "Are you mad? Oh, no, are you mad? Don't be mad." Like when they do something terrible,
You
and
do
you're like,
something terrible.
"Yeah," and you're like, "No, I'm not mad. Like I lost your hoodie. Are you mad? Don't be mad. I'm not mad.
You
No."
can't be mad because I was drunk when it happened. That wasn't the real me. I'm sorry. Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh. Great
That
wrestling
wasn't very
content.
poggers of me.
I forget people talk like that now.
Oh, dude, it's so weird, man. I
Yeah.
remember a lot of kids in the school I worked at kept on saying "caught in 4K," and I was like, "Damn, everyone watches porn now. I'm not the only one."
They're behind though, because isn't there already like 8K cameras like from whenever they did WrestleMania, and they have fucking the bloodline coming down the aisle and shit, and they're like in
Oh
8K.
yeah, man. I don't know, man. The future's now, man.
I don't know. They're old
I
fashioned.
I know this is a good. This is like 2 3 years ago
Yeah.
already.
I just miss racism. That's my go to.
Oh man, amen to that.
It's coming back though. It's coming back.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah, but really like whatever. I don't know. I don't want to get into
It's coming back like polio, right? Is that what's coming back? Polio?
no, not at all.
Oh, okay, then no, never mind. Some other disease that was like gone from like the 1700s.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of like the mumps or uh something like that.
Like
Something real like the
measles.
measles. Yeah, something that's like, oh, I thought we took care of this. Like bird flu.
There's like some island somewhere, right, that still has like the Black Plague, but it's like on an island that's like so secluded, like no one could get to it. Supposedly,
I believe it. I
I
believe it.
believe it. Yeah, that's where the one of the 5 holes to hell is, or 7 holes to hell. Do you remember about
Hey,
that?
hey, that's my ex-wife you're talking about. Hey, Anna.
Ayo!
No, I don't know anything about the 7 holes to hell or the five
Oh
holes.
man, suppose I think there's one in like Kentucky.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I can't believe I said that out loud. That just sounds so stupid.
No, I believe it. No, like the internet has taught me to like not believe anything, but at the same time believe everything.
Uh-huh.
Like not to believe anything, but that anything is possible. You know what I mean? Like it's a weird thing about the internet.
I think it's I don't know if you've seen the video, but it's that the whole where they said they threw a microphone down there and it kept on going lower and lower and lower and they ran out of tether, so they brought it back up and the microphone was like completely melted. But like what they recorded was just like people screaming, supposedly. Man, dude, 2008 was a weird fucking time.
I don't remember what happened really. I think that's when I moved over here to San Antonio
Uh-huh.
in 2008. I was trying to think
Damn.
when that murder clown stuff went down, but that was like in
16, I
2016 or
think.
something.
Oh man, that
Yeah,
was good times, man.
yeah. That wasn't. I look back on it, and that wasn't really that bad compared to the things going on.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
got like people stupid. It's like, oh, let me dress up like a clown because haha, it's funny, and then they get the shit beat out of them.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what's funny because they get the
That
shit beat out of them.
no, that's hilarious.
I remember when I was dressed up as transitioning into wrestling. I was dressed up as Dude Love for Halloween of 2016.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had to buy that clay, that black clay you put over your teeth so it looks missing, so I can miss my front tooth. It didn't work, but it was a try.
Bang
Uh,
bang. No, that's Cactus Jack.
hey, dude. I don't know what he says. I don't know.
I forget his catchphrase. Yeah, it's just like when you're the dude, the dude, and I don't know.
And for love.
Oh, mankind's great. Mrs.
Oh,
Foley's
yes.
baby boy.
Baby! Hata! Hata! Hata!
Oh, wrestling's great.
I
Wrestling's
love
great.
wrestling. Oh, yeah, this is a wrestling podcast. I forgot.
Yeah, no, we'll get into wrestling right now. Oh, if you want to call it wrestling, we had go down last week AEW Dynasty, and for better or for worse, we can look at the results here really quick. Let me see if I can. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was pretty seamless.
Nice.
AEW,
Awesome.
yeah, AEW Dynasty results. Let's check here. So they had
Ooh.
the AEW Championship, Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland, and Swerve Strickland defeated Joe via pinfall to win the title. Uh,
I'm surprised he beat him clean.
I'm glad. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad there wasn't any sort of nefarious things go down, but I think they're trying to make Swerve baby. Well, they are right, babyface now.
Yeah, because he's not like pure. I don't want to say baby face. I think I'll just say face because I feel like baby face is more of a term. Like I feel like John Cena. You can't do anything bad. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
like everyone's gonna cheer you or like take your vitamins, say your prayers, bullshit. um, I feel like he's more like a what you call it, anti-hero,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I
kind of
can
something
see
like
that.
that.
Like a
But
Stone
nah,
Cold.
But I'm happy for Swerve, man. I'm glad he got it. But it's like I love both guys. I love Samoa Joe. Like he's just so fucking badass.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they really do need to push Swerve. I just didn't. It's not that I didn't enjoy that he won, but I hated. I don't know if you saw like the after press conference, and they were like, oh, congratulations to our first black champion, black. Everyone kept saying black. Oh, this is whatever from blackwrestling.com, Black Man Wrestling. And I was just like,
What?
yeah, it was like a website dedicated to just, well, probably not just black people wrestling, but you could tell like that was the gimmick, was like, oh,
Hmm.
we promote black wrestlers. And I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that AEW and other, like WWE has had black champions, like,
Hmm.
so I don't know.
Did you hear my throat?
No, I didn't
Oh
hear it.
man, it sounded like a door creaking. Holy shit. Ah! It doesn't it's like I don't know. It doesn't bug me. Well, I guess if I'm complaining about it, right? I guess it does. I don't mind. Like you're just saying, oh, like first black champion, whatever. If that's like what they're trying to go for, but I just see Swerve as like another champion. Like it's not really color based. I guess.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
no,
I'm trying.
I think he deserves it.
No,
It's not,
yeah, absolutely.
they didn't
And
just put
it's
him in there for his color. He deserves it.
yeah, and it's like I feel like he. I feel like he didn't win it just because of the color of skin. He won it because he's a badass wrestler. He's a good character. Like man, I've always liked Swerve, especially when he was like in NXT. It's like because I wish they did more with him in WWE when they called him up, and then they only televised him once, and then they let him go. And well, anyway, back to this. It has to do more with him, just like the color of his skin, at just him being badass.
Well, and then the crowd is with him the whole way too. Like
Hmm.
it's not even like Roman Reigns situation, or at least back when it's like, oh no, you have to like this champion. And it's like, no,
Yeah,
we don't like him. You know what I mean? Like the crowd's with him, so he deserves it. And I just feel like it's weird that they were like, oh, how does it feel being the first black champion? Da, da. And it's like, I don't know. I think
I was like, why
he
can't why can't he just enjoy it for being having that championship for the first time ever?
Yeah, and then they were saying, they even asked him, what do you think about the little black, that question, the black children, what would you say to them wishing that they could become in that position that you're in? And that's like, dude, like it doesn't matter what color of skin, like now this is 2024 as we're recording this.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Let me check what year it
2024.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. But it's like, I don't know, like anyone could like Swerve it. He doesn't need to be a little black boy, Could be a little
Hmm.
black girl, could be a black Asian.
Now, even then, I feel like are we past that where it's like, oh, like, how do you say? As far as like the ethnicity barrier of having champions, like if you look at other companies, like there's been multiple black champions, like Japanese champions, white champ, of course, like white champions, whatever. But I
Mhm.
feel like we're past that borderline of being a champion because of your race or because of your ethnicity. And then just for them to be like, oh, like he's the first black champion of AEW, and I'm just like, oh well, I never noticed, I never paid attention. Not saying it's like an ignorant thing, but it's like there's been multiple black champions of everywhere. Maybe it's like they said they wanted to be the first for the company, and I guess, but it's like, isn't that the company's own fault for not having a black champion in the first place?
Well, yeah, that, and like push your people right. Like
Uh huh.
he's over. Like, but at any
Yeah.
point they could have just thrown the belt on him. Kind of like even and later on we'll get to it where like Willow won the championship
Hmm.
against what's her name? Julia Hart. And
Yeah.
even I'm on the fence about like, well, did they give that to her because she's black? But I'm like, nah, she's kind of, they're trying to build up to her with Mercedes so I could kind of get that too. But at any time, they could have just thrown the belt on her and
Hmm.
been like, "Oh, look, we're diversified. Look at all of our colored champions." You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
so at least they're trying to build it in a way. But I don't think of it like whenever the media is there and like, "Oh, what do y'all think of being the first
Like,
black champions or the little black kids or kids looking up to you?" And it's like, whoa, Michael Jordan already kind of broke barriers there, and everyone before then, like
hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but AEW is turning to the company. Look, we give everybody a chance. We even give our EVPs a championship.
Moving on to that, but Swerve deserves it. He does. I,
Yes,
I think so.
absolutely. Hell yeah, absolutely.
Uh, the Young Bucks versus FTR in a ladder match for the vacant tag team championships, and this is when Perry, Jack Perry came in and interfered, and the Bucks defeated FTR to win the titles. That's really what they needed, right? They really needed that push. The
Hmm.
Young Bucks.
First ever tag team, the first three-time tag team champions in AEW, rightfully deserved because they never won any accolades anywhere else. The new up and comers, the Young Bucks.
Uh, they
Uh,
know
how,
they know how to turn their audience against them.
how do you feel about this? Well, how do you feel about this match going into it, knowing like the controversies that were happening at the time?
I was hoping FTR would win, but I knew the Young Bucks were gonna do something screwy. I didn't know Perry was gonna come back and they were gonna do all that.
Hmm.
And then even more so, we'll talk about later on what happened at Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel bad because I feel like FTR is getting the same shit done to them that I guess happened to them in WWE. Where it's like, okay, they can never just be like they're good. They're fucking
Hmm.
great. They do
Hell
the
yeah.
best things. They put in the work, and it's always going to be like political shit that's keeping them from achieving their greatness.
Like when you say political shit, do you think it's like backstage, or do you think like their personal lives, like how he had the gun?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I forgot about that for this instance.
Hmm.
I don't know about that. I feel like that I don't think that's a factor in it, although it could
Hmm.
be.
Yeah,
But I think it's just the Young Bucks doing their Young Buck thing.
I agree with that. Now let me ask you, how do you feel about Jack Perry coming back in the way that he did?
It's fitting for him. I guess like if they're gonna do some sort of screw job bullshit, it makes sense to throw him here, and it was the only thing that could really. I don't know. Maybe they should have advertised it if they wanted more buys for
Hmm.
Dynasty instead of making it a surprise, or at least hinted more like, "Oh, Jack Perry might show up," or have some sort of barcode, some QR code pop up on
Right,
the
sure. A
screen,
white rabbit.
teasing like a goat with red
Hmm.
eyes or something, teasing that he might show up. Like, do something because again, even we were like, "Oh, there's a pay per view." Oh,
Yeah, me personally, when it was revealed that was Jack Perry, at the time I rolled my eyes because it's like all the videos that they released. It's like I don't understand. Like I maybe I'm trying to understand in the long run. Maybe they're in the middle of it, and there's like an end game to this.
hmm
But at the time, I'm just like, dude, like I don't care about Jack Perry. Like you showed a video of him being a puss to CM Punk, like him getting
yeah,
bitched out. Like,
yeah,
am I
but
supposed to root for him? It's like you just showed that CM Punk was right. Like we already explained it in the last podcast, the last episode. But I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that this is gonna lead to something different, which we will talk about eventually. Uh, man, I just didn't really care for both teams because like that whole controversy last week, and then the FTR say like, "Oh, like we love this company, we won't let anyone talk shit about it, especially like some whatever, blah blah blah." I was like, "Dude, I thought CM Punk was cool with y'all guys, and then you're over there like." Maybe they have to defend it. Like I don't know
yeah.
anything else that happens backstage, but
I feel like if
man,
they don't like say something, they'll
Mhm.
suddenly show up in Ring of Honor. Or,
Yeah.
like you gonna go say something? Oh, why? Because y'all gonna get booked in Ring of Honor if y'all
Ooh, but
fucking say something.
what if Ring of Honor gets the what is it, Prince of Egypt Shrek treatment? Do you remember hearing about that? Well,
No.
I don't know. You look like you don't. Quick. It's the DreamWorks that were working on Prince of Egypt in like 2001, whatever, and that was
Hmm.
going to be their big budget movie. And then they had like animators that were like tired or like bitch about it. They got sent to go work on Shrek, and like as a punishment
Uh
for being like, oh, if you're not gonna work your ass off here for Prince of Egypt, then you're gonna go work your ass off like working for Shrek. And it turned out Shrek was the bigger hit movie.
huh.
So, like, what if that's gonna happen with FTR Ring of Honor? That'd be
I
fucking
bet you
cool.
they. I bet you they could make chicken salad out of chicken shit if they really like were forced to go to Ring of Honor. I'm sure they could make it big,
Mhm.
but I feel like too. They're damned if they don't with AEW because they need them there too because they're probably the only reasons a lot of people come to watch AEW because there's really no tag teams like in AEW.
I'm trying to, yeah, because
There
the
there's what like yeah fucking Max Caster and the Scissor, but they're like trios now, and
mhm,
there's the Guns, but they're trios. I don't know, like
the House
they're
of
re-
Black, their
they're
trios,
trio. Everything's a trio now, you know.
best friends, they just broke up. Man, who else is the tag team? I don't know.
Is Billy Starks and Big Billet Bill?
Big Bill, hey, Big
I
Bill.
don't even know. They still, there's really no established tag teams. It really isn't.
I didn't think about that. I gotta double check to see the tag teams.
Yeah, it sucks that we can't even think of any off the top of our heads.
I know,
So
and it makes me sad
yeah,
that.
it would just shoot themselves in the foot if they
Mhm.
put FTR anywhere else. You know.
Yeah, that does make sense. It makes me sad because it's like I don't want to dog on AEW, but it's like fuck, man. We'll get to it later because I'm just gonna dog on them some more.
They keep doing it to themselves, man.
I really do.
The next match, or at least here on the list, Will Ospreay versus Brian Danielson, and apparently this was match of the year that got what 6.5 stars.
Ah, man, I was just gonna quiz you on that shit.
We'll look at that in a little while. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch this whole match yet. Did you watch it?
I saw highlights of it on Twitter, and someone just uploaded the whole fucking match on Twitter. It was like
God
34
bless them.
minutes or something.
Holy shit!
I'm probably gonna watch it later, but from the highlights I saw, it looks good. It looks really good.
It just trips me out that it's for nothing. Well, not for nothing, but it's not like a title match or anything. You know,
It's just them wanting to be like, oh, who's the best wrestler? You know, like I wish there
some
was some title implications because it's like
yeah,
for y'all to be that badass of a wrestler and not have a title belt, that's criminal.
that's some like Goku Vegeta shit. Let's see who's stronger or
And
some
this huge,
shit.
hey, oh, what do you call it? Hey, it's me, Goku. Is that all you got?
I
But
heard you're
that's
really strong. I want to
I
fight
heard,
you so I can be
so
stronger.
how strong are you really? Uh,
I love Japanese people. But we'll talk about that in a little while with that match. Not about Japanese people, but with that match. But yeah, I mean that's cool. Will Ospreay, Brian Danielson. I'm glad. I hope Brian Danielson's okay. I know it ended with him. I don't know if it was a work
oh,
of him
I
getting
don't.
hurt. You know.
It scares me because if that was a work, he does a really good job at selling that
Yeah,
shit.
but I could see him getting hurt because he always like gets hurt. Like I mean, he does a lot in a match. So
Hmm.
he's just always even these other wrestlers like we don't know are working through injuries like with Seth Rollins or CM Punk, like or Rhea Ripley even like they were hurt and then we see them get hurt. It's like, oh fuck, but really they were hurt for like a
Mm-hmm.
month or two, and it turns out like, you know,
That's how it is. They're all playing the role of the was it the Black Knight from fucking oh, what is it, Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I've never
Oh yeah,
seen it,
I
but
got it here.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
You
What
never
is it?
seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh man, dude,
Is
you
it
gotta watch the Holy Grail.
tis but a scratch or something? Is that what he
It's
says?
only a flesh wound. Come over here, I'll bite your ankles off. Ah! And it's just him as a giant fucking nub. Oh, dude, it's so funny. One of my favorite movies.
It looks good. I just
It's
never saw it.
it's fucking funny. It is good.
Women's championship, Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa. And I know when I was watching the after fucking press conference, I was like, I bet you Thunder Rosa won because they have this theme about you know, the minority winning the championship, but actually Tony Storm won, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised. I was very surprised.
Did you see that she took a shot at Cody Rhodes?
Yeah. On the
Yeah, I was
press
like,
conference.
man, dude, I was like, shut up, man. Just let it go.
You know, I could see her doing it though, because
It's
she's
her
just
character, right?
yeah, she's just a bitchy character. At least she didn't. I don't know. Like I get it. Yeah, we need to quit with the naming the other company, the Fed or whatever you want to call it. But
Mm-hmm.
it I don't know. I didn't really think of hers as like, all right, calm down. You know, especially it's already been a week or so. You
Mm-hmm.
know. Uh,
I just really rolled my eyes. I was like, oh my god, give me a break.
I think when I heard it at first, it like went over my head. I didn't think anything of it. And then
Until you
when I
saw it.
saw articles pointing it out, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not as bad as like you're. At least I didn't grind my way into the company
Oi, bruv.
on the boss's daughter.
On the boss's daughter with beans with my breakfast in you.
You fucking can't, mate. You legend.
God bless the queen, love.
So yeah, I think it was a little less bad than that. That and she's hot. Like, not that Osprey isn't a good looking dude, but Tony Storm's hot, so I'll
Tony
let
Storm
her
is
get away
hot.
with it.
But I honestly thought Thunder Rosa was gonna win this one. I kind of wanted her to win.
I didn't want her to win, but I thought she was gonna win
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
you know what I mean. I just
Hmm.
thought so. It's interesting to see that. But on an opposite note, the FTW Championship, Hook versus Chris Jericho. Jericho defeats Hook. What did you this here? Let's look at this. St. Louis wanted absolutely nothing to do with Jericho, hitting him with "Please retire and go home, Jericho, go home" chants.
God. But it's like you have to understand the veteran Hook is giving the robot to new up and comers like Chris Jericho. He's doing the business a favor.
Yeah. No, he's really helping those that really need the push.
Oh
Uh
man, it's just so funny, man. Like how everyone's just so tired of Chris Jericho.
you know, and I'm always gonna play devil's advocate. I feel bad for Chris Jericho because he's trying and he could still work. He could still do like when I see him do the lights all, I'm like, wow, you're like Jack Black. You're all kind of chunky, but you're still doing front flips and shit and backflips. But I don't get how, and I always hear like on Jim Cornette when he talks about Jericho, like anytime someone's hot, he'll have a fucking match with them and then like take away all their fucking heat, like
Hmm.
vampire energy, you know?
I totally see it. I think everyone's been hating him because, you know, rightfully so, the fucking allegations and then
Oh, I even forgot
him
about that. Oh
yeah, the
man,
sexual allegations, and then there's his wife where she was January 6th. There's
nice.
also oh man, what was the other thing? Oh, I didn't sign an NDA. I didn't sign an NDA, so I
He
can
just
technically say whatever I want.
he just has to include himself in everything, and
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I feel bad. I'm always gonna like. I feel like be on the opposite side of, and it's not even that. Nah, I'm with Chris Jericho. It's just like I feel bad for him because he's so delusional in his own like world, you know.
I don't know if I feel bad for him, but he is delusional.
It's weird. He's not an EVP or anything, right? I think he could just kind of push his weight around, literally and
He's
figuratively.
kind of like the crackhead that hangs out the corner store. They won't really shoot him away. Or maybe they try to, but he still kind of shows up, but he doesn't really do anything.
He's the
Like
kind of dude that's like, I'll quit right now if I don't get the championship. I'll quit. I didn't
okay.
sign a contract. I'll quit. You know.
I didn't hear no bell.
Poor Jericho. Whatever. We're all gonna get old at some point. Right?
Yeah, I'm delusional one day.
Mm-hmm. The International Championship, Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly, and O'Reilly. Oh no, Strong defeats O'Reilly to retain the title. I guess this was good.
I guess
A B.
so. I forgot it was in the middle of the card.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
like,
We forgot.
yeah, it's like I don't know if it was a long card or not because I think when this was airing, I was actually at work when this was airing, so I only saw like highlights.
I mean, I guess I don't know. A
But I
B.
love Roderick Strong though. He's really good.
He seems all right when he's not being that weird neck brace. The real Adam Cole character. You know, he was like playing
Dude,
Adam Cole's
that's just
character.
so weird, man. I didn't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, and then Adam Cole did come out, right?
Did he?
Yeah, he came out,
Uh,
but he stood up from the chair, like from the wheelchair. Like he's
uh,
still injured, but he's able to walk on his own now.
but what's wrong with him? We don't even. No one's saying what his mystery illness is, right? Like,
I don't know. I was watching what was it? Up Up Down Down. Or like they have their own YouTube channel together, like him, Austin Creed, Tyler Breeze and Claudio. And he was talking about how he can't go to the corner store and drive himself because obviously his foot was broken, but like supposedly he had like I don't know if it was like a type of vertigo that he had, but like he would just like fucking freak out, like he couldn't like drive or anything.
I know
He
that
was
feeling.
yeah, I was just like, golly, dude. I was like, that sucks, man. I was like,
Mhm.
I want him to feel better.
I just, I just want to know what's wrong. Like, if it's why are we hiding it? If it's something like people can relate to and be like, oh, you know. But then I like
Mm-hmm.
it's he's supposed to be a heel, so we don't want to feel bad for him. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
dude,
fucking
it's hard
know.
for me to do that though because I love Adam Cole. Like, dude, every interview I see him in, or like when he's talking about like video games, he just seems like so fucking genuine, and just like he's like, oh, like I'm legit like happy to be here, like no matter what, and he's like one of the greatest talkers that ever, you know. And I'm just a fan of him, dude. I want the best for Adam Cole. That's
I
all I
just don't.
want.
I just don't know why they're making him a heel then. But okay, whatever. You,
I know. I was like, he could play good heel, but he's like one of those people where it's like I can't boo him, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like Shinsuke. I can't boo Shinsuke because I fucking love Shinsuke.
He's cool.
Oh,
I
dude, he's so fucking badass.
I'll break your back, Seth Rollins' son.
It's just like that, and there's fucking anime designs and shit. I tried doing his fucking thing one time where he held onto the counter like fold
Oh,
back.
fuck that.
Oh,
No.
dude, I can't. It hurts.
It's hurting me just thinking about it. And then just like with that violin sound.
Oh, dude, one of the best themes ever. And all their
Really
theme
good.
songs are getting fucked up.
TBS Championship, Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale. House rules. Um, let's see. Nightingale. Wait.
Bless you, bless you, bless you,
Whew,
bless you.
I swear these matches. I'm getting. Mercedes Moné arrived to remind Willow that they'll wrestle a double nothing. I don't know. It just says she won in about 6 minutes.
And like it just talks about Mercedes Monet afterwards.
Yeah, Nightingale
Um,
won in 6 minutes. Wow, they
yeah.
beat. Oh,
Mercedes Moné arrived to remind Willow that they will wrestle a Double or Nothing in late May for the title. Between Hart's reported injury and the Tease Monet match, Nightingale was the clear favorite entering the show. Still, seeing her win her first AEW title was a feel good moment for one of AEW's most likable personalities. I didn't even know that Julia Hart was injured too.
I guess she was. I had no
Damn.
idea. Maybe that's why she dropped the title. But it's like, okay, I don't know why you just don't vacate it because that seems to be what they do now with injured people.
The one,
Um,
who is it that I missed that's still injured? Jamie Hayter.
oh man, she's hot. I miss
Oh,
her
she's
too. She
hot,
was a good
dude. Yeah.
wrestler too. She's a good wrestler.
Yeah, 'cause I think it was something with her shoulder, but man, she's been out since the before their All In London show that they sold 81,000 tickets. That was the biggest event in wrestling history. Important for the company.
Yeah, we're never gonna forget about that one. Hey, remember
Yes,
when I sold? Yes, we remember. We remember.
yes, Tony.
Biggest event ever. But no, I'm glad Willow. I mean, I guess I'm glad Willow Nightingale won. I thought it was a whole like at first I didn't like her. She was like annoying to me because I thought she
Mhm.
was that. I thought she was that LBGTQ hire that like but she's growing on me as far as like okay yeah she looks like she really cares and she's a pretty decent wrestler
Oh yeah,
and
she's good.
yeah so I don't mind it. I just wonder how it's gonna go with her and Mercedes because they gotta put the belt on Mercedes because why are they paying her all that
Mhm.
money to not put the belt on her, so she's just a transitional champion,
It
I
kind of
guess.
sucks, man, and I feel and it sucks for Willow because, like you say, it might be a transitional champion situation, and it's like I hope Willow keeps it because I want to be proved wrong. But then it's like if Mercedes wins it, I'm thinking, oh, obviously that was gonna happen, so I
Hmm.
won't be shocked when it does happen. I I don't want to say it's a lose lose. I just want a good match between them. I feel like they can put on a good match.
Yeah, as long as Mercedes doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, she hasn't had a match yet, right? In AEW yet.
No. I just worry because it's AEW, and you feel like they immediately got to pull out tables and thumbtacks and.
I was like, all right, Mercedes, we need you to do a 6:30 Phoenix Splash for
Yeah.
us.
How do you feel about real glass? Using real glass in your match?
Go cry me a river.
We paid you the money. Uh, Here we have Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus House of Black, and the House of Black won.
That sounds like a badass match.
Yeah,
I'd watch that. Isn't
uh,
Adam Copeland? He's one of the champions, right? The TNT.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then and
man.
Black defeated Copeland, pinning the TNT champion for the 3-way. So maybe they'll lead to a what's his name, Eddie Black. No, what's the
Mark Kingston. Malachi.
Malachi? There you go. It'll lead Malachi Black versus Edge or Adam Copeland or the Rated R star or the TNT champion.
It's hard for me to call him Adam Copeland. I'm still gonna call him Edge.
Yeah, it's real weird calling him out. They should have given him some sort of like formally known as Edge or
But
something.
that sounds like a badass match though. I'd pay to see that Malachi Black versus Edge.
Yeah, Edge has been pretty good. I'm glad he's staying safe, more or less.
Yeah, and like he's doing healthy.
Yeah, he's not needing to prove anything. I don't think, but whatever.
Hmm. Man, this
Um,
match I really wanted to see too.
Kazuchika Okada versus the Bastard Pac. Okada defeats Pac via pinfall. A minus.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a good match. They're two good looking dudes.
I was like Pac, but his ears stick out so far.
He's kind of short too, but not like too short to where he looks like Jordan Grace or anything. Like it's not like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell that to his face. He could probably will fucking kill me.
No, I deserve it. I would.
So, and I wanted to.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind it. I'd welcome it. But yeah, and then I mean, I don't know, 0 hour. We had the Bang Bang Gang defeat the Acclaimed to get the title unification.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
both trio titles.
that's cool, I guess. Orange Cassidy and Shibata versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty. Cassidy and Shibata defeat Taylor. Surprise. Orange Cassidy hadn't won a match in like a day or two. Uh,
I don't know,
Trent
we're gonna keep that cold streak going, man.
Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal. Beretta defeats Sydal. Yeah, that's it. That was Dynasty.
Wow.
Hmm.
I mean, it sounds like a good card. I just wish I could actually watch it. I'm gonna try to watch the next one. What is it? Double or Nothing? I think it's at the end of May. If anything, I'll probably try to buy it so I can watch it.
What's coming close to Backlash, right, for WWE?
That's next. No, yeah, this Saturday. We're recording this on a Sunday, so yeah, it'll be Saturday. But it
That's
sucks because it's in France, so it's starting early over here. I think at like 11 or 10.
oh, that's not bad. At least it's not like Australia where it was like 3 in the freaking morning.
Oh yeah, dude, that's shit. I couldn't do that shit.
No, that was baloney.
That
Or
was a Vegemite
that was croissants or
croissant.
whatever.
Oh, that's stupid. I hate that.
But speaking of Dynasty, Brian Danielson versus Will Ospreay received a 6.5-star rating from Dave Meltzer. What's the highest he's rated something? You probably know more than I would.
7, 7 stars, and it was, if I remember correctly, it was
In the Tokyo
Kazuchika
Dome, right?
Okada. I think no, I think it was at like Bokuden Hall. It wasn't New Japan though, but it
Mm.
was Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega. I think it was a two out of three falls match, if I remember correctly. Damn it! See, now I want to know. I could go to this website real quick.
Here's a clip I have here of Dave Meltzer watching the Brian Danielson and Will Ospreay match.
What the hell? Mercedes Monet left lane.
Oh my god!
Mercedes Monet left laying and
Stop! Holy shit!
And that's, if you're just listening, that's really what the clip says. It says Dave Meltzer watching Danielson and Ospreay.
Oh my god, dude! I was like, oh man, good thing I have headphones on. You keep playing it, man. I like
Yeah.
that.
I'll play it one more time for the listening.
Mercedes Monet left laying and Mercedes Monet left laying and
7 stars. Date June 9th of 2018, which was a Saturday. It was New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion 6.9 in Osaka Joe Hall. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada, 2 out of 3 falls match, where Kenny Omega appeared the winner. Because I think with that match, it says here too, that match was an hour and 4 minutes.
Jesus. What was 2 out of 3 falls, you said?
Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls. And it got 7 stars.
I don't know how
That,
you break your system if it's really just 5 stars. How does it go?
let me see.
I don't understand.
Because I don't think you get to see it. So according to this, on the one side, it has like all the star ratings. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I think that, I don't know, that helps. But the top one is 7, and then it's like 6.5 or 6.75,
Mm-hmm.
6.25. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes down to 6, and then a lot of them are like 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, and like all of these are like 5.5, 5.25, and then 5 stars. And damn, it keeps going for 5 stars. Holy shit.
All he's talking about stars.
Dude, man, it's stupid. You're breaking your own system.
Yeah,
But
it's so weird.
it was an almost absolutely perfect match if it was 6.5. It was an Okada versus Omega.
Okay, so 5 is perfect, but 7 is beyond perfect, but 6.5 is perfect, but not be. I don't know. I don't fucking understand,
I don't fucking know, dude. It's like if you just stuck with 5, and I guess
dude.
if you went up to like, I don't know, if you did 5.25, then I'd be like, oh shit, like this match has to be really fucking good, you know? But then if you start doing 6, 6.5, then 7, give me a fucking break.
I don't know. I don't. That I don't know. I just
I
like
was
hearing Mercedes
Monet
Monet.
left laying and
like,
Mercedes Monet.
oh my god. Fucking
uh
Dave Meltzer.
oh, Dave Meltzer. But we do have other things to talk about on the Dynasty card. I know with Chris Jericho getting shit about him saying please retire and then the claps because people wrestling fans love anything with 3 syllables. And you know, Mark Henry had something to say about this. Chris Jericho is still doing some of the best work in pro wrestling, according to Mark Henry. I think that Chris is still doing some of the best work in pro wrestling because of how he's leading people to their career arcs, and that's hard to do. People got to give a damn, and people do actually give a damn about Chris. Yeah, I don't know about I would have given him the benefit of the doubt when he said that shit the other day about Kyrie Sane. Was it about Kyrie Sane?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And
That I gave him a little bit of leeway, like, all right, I get it. You're old school and maybe you misinterpreted what was going on. But then
mhm,
saying this about this, it's like, all right, now like you're
you kind of
either
delusional.
you're either ignorant or you're just fanning you're just saying good things about AEW and not WWE. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to like
I feel
say
like
here.
it's just I feel like it's more like the old school mentality thing
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, like you're supposed to get out the ring. Oh, as a veteran of the business, he's leading people to their career arcs. It's like this isn't Chris Jericho's best shit. His best shit was like in 2008, where he was like the quiet one, the talking real quietly, so that way people had to hear him and shit like that. You know, that was some of his best shit when he was fighting Shawn Michaels. Man, I don't know. I feel like I just wish wrestlers supported each other, no matter the age, no matter like the time frame that you were in. But it's always just like some boomer shit where it's like, oh, my time was the best because we made a lot of money. Shut up, dude. No, it's changing. Like it's changing for the better. I don't know. It's like you don't have to do a bunch of crazy shit anymore to for you to get popular. I mean, look at Roman Reigns, one of the biggest champions of all time, and rightfully so. You know, like they presented him very well, even though a lot of people were tired of it.
Mhm.
That's some of the best work in pro wrestling, like of recent times. No one's gonna remember this shit with Chris Jericho. No, I don't even know what the fuck Chris Jericho's doing. Like, what's his character arc right now? Besides, what is it?
The family
Uh,
tree. What was it? What did he just give himself a new nickname?
oh, dude, I don't fucking know. He
It was
has
like
too fucking
the
many.
learning tree, I think, is what his new nickname was.
The Learning Tree.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see.
Oh, list of Jericho nicknames. I thought you were gonna spell out clitoris. Oh wait, no. uh, let's do this. Announce this new band.
New band.
Oh, he made a new band. That's weird. He shouldn't.
Weird. New
You
name in AEW. Oh, that's the
the Ocho.
Ocho.
Yeah, I remember the Ocho.
See, Big Bill tells Jericho he wants to sit under the learning tree on AEW Dynamite.
Oh my god, that sounds so dumb.
Yeah, that sounds really dumb. Really, really dumb. Yeah, he's a learning tree, and it's funny because I don't know if I can pull up the graphic here, but it looks like almost like the image of the bloodline tree.
Uh-huh.
Like it looks almost like just like it. And I don't know why it's not fucking finding it.
He has an image of it. Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I haven't fucking watched it in so long. Learning tree. Learning tree.
I don't know. That's weird because I remember seeing it on one of his entrances of recently, but I don't know why it's not popping up. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I know it is the learning tree, and it's just real strange.
That picture right there, he looks like Neil Peart from fucking Motley Crue.
Classic song, yeah, but I don't know about Mark Henry. I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt a little bit with that Kyrie Sane stuff, but then saying this, it's like, nah, now you just sound like an old yelling at cloud man. Whatever.
It's hard for me to take him seriously.
Yeah, really is.
Please, man, so much negative on AEW. Give me something good to talk about.
Let's talk about speaking of the older wrestlers, Matt Hardy showing up at TNA.
You gotta be kidding me! Matt Hardy! The broken one is here! Twist of fate! The system has been broken!
Is that his wife? Whenever he pisses her off,
Right,
she just says
delete all of her
delete.
TikToks.
Yeah. What do you think about this? About him showing up at TNA after, if you kept up with his Twitter, he was supposedly teasing the Rabbit QR code on
Mhm.
WWE, as well as not being signed with AEW or not renewing his contract.
Is that what the posts were about?
I don't know. That's what some people were saying, that like, oh, he was sharing that Rabbit shit from WWE, and then
Mhm.
he hadn't there were reports that he hadn't signed with AEW yet or re-signed his
Mhm.
contract. So and then I know we talked a little bit about the TNA. I think it was Rebellion, right?
No,
The
this
pay per
last
view.
one.
Yeah, we
Yes,
talked a
I
little
believe
bit
so.
about it, and we were like, okay, and there's really nothing to talk about as far as winners. But this was probably, I guess, the big surprise of the event. So, what do you think of it happening? I don't know.
The two takeaways I get from this is one. The one thing that makes me happy about this is like you don't have to be going between WWE and AEW to make your name in wrestling. That I feel like with TNA, it's actually being like a third option to consider. Like, oh, like I could go here and make a living here, and I think it's cool. Like some of the names are going over there. My second thing, it's why is Matt Hardy back to his delete getup? Like, because he was just normal in AEW. I mean, you're not gonna transition characters like back. Like your character in AEW, you're not gonna transition that over to a TNA. And I know he did that with Impact when he went to WWE, but he was just part of the regular Hardy Boy gimmick. And then he slowly turned into the Woken Matt Hardy, whatever. Uh, because I don't remember it when he left if he was still doing the broken gimmick in Impact.
I have no idea.
Which I don't know, maybe it does make sense, but it's just weird because he's been gone for so long from TNA Impact, that he was part of WWE, then he went to AEW, and then he was doing this thing with Private Party, where he was like acting like a manager or like Matt Hardy Promotions, whatever it was, but it
Yeah.
was something totally off from the broken gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird that he went back to the broken gimmick. And I'm kind of surprised that Nick Nemeth didn't win the championship from Moose. I think that those are my takeaways from the pay-per-view.
I mean, I don't mind it. I don't. I wonder what's gonna happen with the other Hardy, Jeff Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Because I was reading that supposedly like his contract is up sooner than expected from AEW. So people are like, "Well, are they gonna go to WWE for another run? Are they gonna go do this, do that?" And I mean, I don't know. I just feel bad for them because it seems like they're, especially Matt Hardy, he's like real stiffened up and not as limber, and you could
Mm-hmm.
tell Jeff Hardy really needs a drink. Nah, he he seems like real, like missing his spots or being off, not as crisp as he used to. So you could tell he's like hurting too, So
It's catching up to him.
yeah, especially with the demanding things that the fans want to see from him to do, like
Mm-hmm.
or them to do the spots. So I don't know what to say other than like I just hope they're safe.
Yeah, man, and it's like the same thing too. It's so hard to like hate the Hardys, you
Yeah,
know. I feel like they're at that point. It's like they've been around for too long. It's like you could be like a producer, or you could do something backstage. You don't have to wrestle for all the years because you don't want the people to hate you or like to turn on you like, oh, like retired like Chris Jericho, or hence like Bully Ray, because everybody hated Bully Ray the more he wrestled. Is he still wrestling? I don't know if he's still wrestling.
I think so, but like at independent things or something. I know he was just
Yeah.
draft, like,
Hmm. And like with Bully Ray, it's like he was around for too long, and like people are just like so tired of him. But he thinks he's doing a good job, like bringing in heat. It's just like, no, dude, like there's other
people
better
don't like
wrestlers.
you.
Yeah, people just don't like you.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
I just hope they're safe. That's the one thing when I see them.
yeah, and I just want overall, you just want the best for them. I do want them to be safe, and I don't want them to be having to do like crazy fucking spots to get the fans to. The fans are gonna cheer you either way, no matter what you do.
I think so. Yeah. They really need DDP yoga or something to fucking help them out. Uh Speaking of TNA Rebellion, and this is from WrestleMania.
Oh man,
TNA Rebellion had 500 buys. And
damn.
I don't know because the comments are like, well, that's just TV buys. You're not talking about streaming, blah, blah, blah.
But
So,
still, that's little.
yeah, that's not a good thing.
Let me see. So I'm assuming if you do TV buys only, right?
Hmm.
Well, how much will be the pay per view? Like
Let's say 50.
$40?
Let's say 50 just for the sake of it, for
50
taxes and
times
shit.
500. That's only $25,000.
Yeah.
From That's crazy. That's a little bit.
That doesn't even pay for like catering, I'm sure. Something.
Yeah, catering because you pay everybody. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like I wish they would promote it better, or maybe it's just me because I haven't seen
Yeah, I don't think
anything like talk about it. I don't know. I'm
it's
trying. I'm
not
trying.
just you because I am like on Twitter all the time, and like I won't see anything about TNA or something until the very last minute where it's like, oh, this Sunday, and I'm like, what? Like, no,
Like,
you know what I mean?
today's Sunday. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, or this day, and I'm like, that's this weekend. Oh shit, like it's I think it's on them that they're not promoting it as much, or their budget's not going into marketing. I don't know what it is, you know.
I am going on Twitter right now, typing in TNA Impact, and I am following them because I do want to know about their pay-per-views, man, because it's good
Mhm.
wrestling.
No, it is. It is. I just, yeah, I don't know about it till the very last minute when it's like, oh, there's a pay per view going on, and especially even more so now when I'm like not even as busy as I typically am.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, you know, like shit. Where WWE, it's like, oh no, Backlash is in 2 weeks, you know, or something.
Yeah, like they constantly remind you, and there's like that
Yeah.
gap they have. Like it made
Hmm.
me think about like AEW when they had the All In pay-per-view, the one in London, and then the next Saturday they had another pay-per-view. Do you remember that?
That sounds familiar.
That was the one when fucking stunt dummy Darby Allin was fighting Christian Cage, and Christian fucking like threw him onto the stairs. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah, it was that. I remember watching it. Oh wait, no. This was who was it? That was a different time. It was I think the main event was like Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley. It was a weird main event.
That sounds familiar.
It was for the international championship though. Right? International? That's the one that they call it over there?
Yeah, yeah. It's not
Yeah.
intercontinental, international.
Yeah, but back to
Yeah.
TNA, man. Ah man. I think it's just they need better promoting instead
They
of
really
just
do.
basing it only on social media posts. Like I know social media it's a big thing, but you have to promote it to like the TV people. Do they even show TNA on regular TV?
I don't think so. I think they just have their TNA streaming shit. I think
Is it
so.
only? Let
I
me
think
see.
so. They might show clips of it on YouTube, maybe, but I think you have to have like a whole separate app for TNA. Unless I'm thinking about fucking Ring of Honor.
It says, oh, it's on Access TV. What channel do they show Access on? I don't
I
even
don't
know what
even
that.
know. That sounds like a radio fucking channel.
Or AXS TV Access, and then
Hmm,
it says available on Plex, which is free. Ain't that the free, like the where you can watch the free TV, like the free channels and stuff?
that sounds familiar.
And then you can also watch it on VIX, VIX, but that's a subscription service.
Poor people don't like AEW.
And a
Dave Meltzer.
oh man,
Fucking Dave Meltzer.
okay, but
uh
oh man, he keep playing it, man. I got my headphones on.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about TNA. We'll try to do better with TNA and keeping up with them.
I know. I really want to, man, because they've been putting out some good stuff. They really have, and I'm interested. But it's like they're as far as like their promoting wise, I'm lost in the mix.
Hmm. Yeah. And even though we're like, you know, marks to the biz, and we keep up with a lot of random things. It's funny that TNA still doesn't go onto our algorithm.
Uh huh.
That's
I
very
know,
odd.
man.
Moving on to AEW Dynamite. Jack Perry showed up on AEW Dynamite, and
Oh
he
shit!
and he punches Tony Khan in the stomach, and Tony Khan probably concusses himself, hitting the fucking floor like a flop like that.
I think it's funny he doesn't sell his gut being hurt.
Yeah, he does it afterwards where we don't see,
Uh huh.
but we're using a GIF so they won't copyright take us down. But yeah, if you're just listening, it's Jack Perry. He shows back up on Dynamite. What's his name? Tony Khan's like, yeah, check it out, it's Jack Perry, hooray! And Jack Perry punches him in the gut, but Tony Khan falls like he got hit in the head. And what do you think about this? This
Jack Perry should
turn.
have punched him in the face.
You know what? My theory is my Perry theory. My Peary is that
Nice.
he was supposed to punch him in the gut, and Tony Khan was supposed to like feel it, and then he was supposed to hit him in the head. But Tony Khan like screwed the pooch and fucking just fell instead
You
of.
think so?
I think so. I think Tony
The
Khan
dunk,
screwed it up.
bonk.
Yeah,
But
because
like when he bonked him on the head, it was the cartoon sound that came out. That would have been cool.
and then have that Tom and Jerry scream
Ah!
and all the rings flying out of Tony Khan. um but yeah, this was, I guess, like, what do you think about
Well,
Tony Khan?
let's talk about the other thing that happened after this.
Okay,
Before
let me see if
we
I have it.
because for audio listeners, we talked about how Jack Perry attacked Tony Khan. The Young Bucks came out with Okada to come and check up on him, and they gave him a Meltzer driver.
Oh, is that what that's
And
called?
yeah, Meltzer driver. Oh man, yeah, I said that out loud. This weird film formed around my mouth after I said Meltzer.
Come on out, you rapist! Wow.
So they did that, and then I don't think I have the picture here. I'd have to look it up. But Tony Khan's dad came out.
Oh, Shad. What's his name?
Shad Khan.
Shad Khan. Oh man, I can't believe they don't have the picture where he came out.
I'm sure if I just searched it, Tony
But,
Khan dad ring.
Tony, I forgot what his name is. Shahid, I think. There you go.
Yeah, Shahid.
Shahid. So my thing is, they showed this guy on TV, and like the rest are like, oh shit, and like he's just there, and he's looking at the ground. I did not know this was his dad. I had no fucking clue who this guy was until people on
You did?
Twitter. No, did you know?
I'm pretty sure I do. And then, like, just looking at him, he kind of looks like Tony Khan. I mean, he's
Now,
got that Indian cocaine look that Tony Khan has. So
so he owns the Jaguars, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I've seen him on NFL TV, but I never seen him like on the outside, like regular clothes.
Yeah, it was really weird to see him there, in the ring. That was weird because it was like, what are they trying to do here? And I even, not to interrupt you, but
No, you're good.
here on this picture of these four dudes, which pictured is the Young Bucks. One of them is the balding one, the other one, Jack Perry and Okada. I saw some people commenting, these are the new Four Horsemen if they did it right, and I was all, whoa, let's slow it down a bit there. I don't know, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so Jack Perry attacks Tony Khan. Young Bucks and Okada come out. They gave him the Meltzer driver, and it ends with all four of them standing over Tony Khan. Oh no, the wrestlers come out, right, to check up on Tony, and that's when the dad comes out.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to my mind was Stone Cold and Vince McMahon. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Where it's
when they combine forces or something.
No, like where I feel like this is the point where me thinking out loud that Tony Khan's gonna be like a on-screen authority figure, and then he wants to try to make the Young Bucks' life a living hell.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the roles are gonna be flipped to where Tony Khan is trying to be the good guy and the bad guys are like the elite. Or I put it here because they were calling them the new elite. Because they kicked out Kenny Omega, and then Okada joined, and then I felt like Jack Perry just joined them in their group, And at the time, like I'm not dogging on them again, and I hate fucking doing that. Where it's like I just rolled my fucking eyes. I was like, dude, like we've seen this before, you know. I was explaining this with my friend Joe that it's different. We've seen this before, you know, on a grand spectacle of things, you know, WWF, TV, WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But this is new for them. And if they do actually stick with this, I am absolutely all in for it because this is something different for them. And it's like I hate the Young Bucks. I really want them to get their fucking their blocks knocked off. And I sound like such a boomer. Like, but it's keeping me interested. Like I'm very interested in what's gonna happen. And I'm kind of, as much as like it's weird to say it, I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Jack Perry too. Like after like the whole Young Bucks stuff, I still don't know. I mean, after the CM Punk stuff, I'm sorry, the scuffle at All In, and I still don't know what the point of showing that was. Like you could have just not shown that, and I feel like this would still have like the fucking same effect. You know what I mean? I don't know why they did that, just out of pettiness. I hope this goes somewhere good because I do want to see something good come out of this. I'm interested. I really am. What do you think about this whole situation?
I don't have any faith in it. I think
No.
it's just gonna get screwed up, but that's just me hating being like I'm the kind of person that prove me wrong. You know, like I want to be proven wrong, but
Yeah,
I just
I understand.
yeah. I just feel like with anything with the Young Bucks now is just like them wanting to put themselves over and not caring about the company. The fact that Okada is with them and he could be doing his own thing championship wise easily, immediately, and they're lowering him to their like level with all the star power he has, you know, and all the money he's making. Uh I don't know. That's just me, but um it was just a weird fucking segment. I don't know where it's going. Like I said, you sound like you have hope for it, and for your
I'm giving
sake,
it, yeah, I'm giving it the
yeah,
benefit of the doubt.
yeah. Hmm? Uh,
Uh, uh.
hmm?
um, when you said that, someone said, "Oh, this could be the next Four Horsemen." You know what I think of when I see this picture? I think of Evolution.
You know what Dave Meltzer thinks of when he sees that picture?
What?
Oh, God. Mercedes Moné, let's lay.
God damn it! Just have this tab open just in case we need it.
Yeah. I really need to just convert that to
To a sound bit.
yeah, that shit that's like
Poor people don't like AEW.
Yeah, but in a sense, I do like, all jokes aside, I do agree with you where it's like, please prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong because I do want to see something good come out of this. But I don't know. We're talking about it next, but like Tony Khan's comments.
we are gonna look at the fact that the very next day, right? I think it was after
Mhm.
Dynamite, he had the NFL draft, and
Yes,
he is part of at least the board for the Jaguars. I don't
like
know if
part ownership. Yeah.
yeah, because his dad is the owner. But let's applaud the fact that he is selling it.
Uh huh.
He's wearing a neck brace and he's actually selling the effects of it at the of his match, or not his match, but his bump.
Uh
So
huh.
let's
First ever NFL executive in a draft room shaking off the effects of a pile driver he received on national television in a wrestling ring the night before.
so
That's kind of cool. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie that they acknowledge that.
yeah, I applaud him for that he's selling it because he could have easily just gone there looking fine and been like, "What? No, that's not real." Or whatever. But so I applaud him for this, for at least selling the pile driver.
Yeah, I rolled my eyes because people are saying like, "Oh, he's turning his head. Like, what's the point of having the neck brace? Like, if you're turning your head."
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god!
I was like, "Motherfucker, he's trying. Like, just give
Yeah,
him." At first, give him a break. He's trying. He at least he's selling it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's going with it as much as he can. It's like he
yeah,
doesn't need to go like picture perfect. You know?
yeah. Like and then they acknowledged it. The people, the commentators there. So like, come on, we don't need to fucking read through every detail on every page. Like it's cool.
That's just what people like to do, man. It's
Yeah,
cringy.
yeah. So I'll give him this, but giving him this little benefit of the doubt, then we go to
Putting the gun back in his holster, he fucking
yeah.
shoots himself in the fucking foot.
So he goes to let's see here. So Tony Khan compares AEW and WWE, and in doing so calls WWE the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. And I was like, that's probably a headline that's trying to bait you in, right? But
Uh-huh.
let's listen to the clip.
AEW, in many, many, many years, we are like the Pepsi of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And we're up against a really evil juggernaut. WWE is our competitor. That's who we're facing. AEW, like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE's like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. And I'm really proud of what we do down here.
All right. I think.
And,
Tony. All right, Tony.
Hold on, real quick. What's the prognosis?
I love that dude was like, whoa, hold on. Let's
Both of them, like you see one of them look down like that, like oh my god. And I was like, whoa, like, let's calm down, man. Ah, dude.
it's so weird to me to be like, we're like the Pepsi and they're like the Harvey Weinstein. It's like, whoa, where's that
It's like,
correlation
bro,
coming
it's like,
from?
where's the correlation? I thought you were gonna say like fucking root beer or something, man.
No, I
don't
thought
know.
he was gonna. I thought he was gonna go to Coca-Cola because
Yeah, Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
that like all I could say is, dude, they must have really fucked your head up with that Meltzer driver because you're not thinking straight.
Oh my god, dude. And it's like, bro, aren't you the one that's like still defending like fucking Chris Jericho? And he's still got Darby Allin. I don't know. You got a bunch of motherfucking people over there too.
I'll say here.
Oh, Sammy Guevara.
They say WWE is the Harvey Weinstein of professional wrestling. AEW. I don't know why Darby Allin's there. I don't know if did he do anything sexual?
He got accusations against him.
Oh, okay.
From his, I forgot who he was married to, but he was married to somebody, and that they accused him of like sexual abuse and like manipulation and stuff like that. I don't know what happened with Don Callis though. What happened with Don Callis? Do you know? I thought you were looking up about Don Callis.
No, I have no idea what happened. I just wanted to play that clip again. I'm not sure what happened. He just looks like a Weinstein kind of dude.
He really does, man. Let's see, Don Callis.
But it was a very strange. Like I said, I thought this was a clickbait thing when he said, "Oh, Harvey Weinstein," but no, he says that. We're Pepsi and they're Harvey Weinstein. It's like, whoa. Even the dude's like, whoa, calm down there, buddy.
Oh man. So someone on Reddit. Oh wait, what the fuck? r/Jim Cornette. Can someone fill me in on this Don Callis stuff that Brian keeps alluding to? Just the rumors, though. No one is saying anything is true. And then someone said, from what I've gathered, sexual harassment allegations had impact with Callis and is at the center of it. That's as much as we have heard from Brian. We shall see if somebody breaks the news. Yeah, I guess it's just like sexual harassment allegations. You know what? I vaguely remember that too. That does make sense.
Pretty cool guy. I don't know. It was a very weird comment for him to say that
hmm
they're Pepsi and AEW's Pepsi and WWE's Harvey Weinstein.
We are the Burger King of wrestling, while WWE is the what's his name? The guy that ran Jonestown. Do you
I'm
remember?
trying. No, I don't know why I'm thinking of what's his name? Joseph Mengele, the guy who like killed all the Jews, the doctor who killed all
Yeah.
the
Oh
Jews.
man, it was like the fucking Charles Manson of wrestling or
Yeah,
some shit like that. Like, bro, we were just talking about Burger King. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
so weird. But
Oh
yeah,
man.
I mean, he's selling it. He's been concussed. His brain is fucked up. He's selling it. No, I don't know.
Maybe they could do that. I don't know. Dude, fuck, man. Tony, you're stupid, man.
And not only that, you're just putting more like emphasis on your competition. You
I
know,
know it's
but
like, bro, use this to promote yourself, man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why is it that yeah, you can mention like, oh yeah, WWE is a juggernaut, but we try to put on the best wrestling and like the best stars. Use it for self promotion, and then you gotta compare it to Harvey Weinstein. Like my fucking guy, dude. Like,
Or talk about your Jaguars.
yeah, talk about the Jaguars. Talk about I don't know football.
Yeah, I don't know. Put over Ring of Honor. Talk about them. Your other promotion. Like,
I know,
there's
dude.
so many other
You
things.
fucking never talk about Ring of Honor.
Uh,
Talk about Ring of Honor.
Dude, there's so many other things he could. You have so much limited amount of time on a national stage, like the NFL draft, whatever, and you talk
Do you
about
think just like
WWE.
I imagine just like Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson, he's in his home cottage, like in the woods of Washington because he doesn't have electricity. And then like his owl comes in, his mail carrier comes in, drops off the mail or like the newsletters, and then he opens it up. Ah man, takes off his reading glasses. Just like, head in his hand because he doesn't have the internet or he doesn't believe in it supposedly.
Well, I imagine all that you're saying, but at that time he's like Dalsim, he's floating like cross-legged, and when he gets that message, it like fucks up his chi, and he just slowly like floats down to the
Right, so it
ground.
falls down, just
And he's
collapses.
yeah, like it fucks up his chi, and he's just like
A fucking
falls to the ground, and he's
a
like,
set of hands over here is pouring hot coffee. Oh
uh,
my god, dude. Tony.
uh,
Stupid.
but moving on to the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling, we could look at every name drafted on night one of the WWE draft that went down along with the NFL draft. We just take a real quick look at this. Tell me if you see anything interesting. But Bianca Belair to SmackDown, Jey Uso to WWE Raw, Carmelo Hayes to SmackDown, Seth Rollins to WWE Raw, Randy Orton to SmackDown, Braun Breaker to WWE Raw, Nia Jax to SmackDown, Liv Morgan to WWE Raw, LA Knight to SmackDown, Ricochet to WWE Raw, The Bloodline to SmackDown, Sheamus to WWE Raw, AJ Styles to SmackDown, Alpha Academy to WWE Raw, Andrade to SmackDown, and Kiana James to WWE Raw. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the draft. Is this a good draft? I'm not.
I don't think so, 'cause I don't think a lot of people got moved. From
Um,
the looks. Oh, go ahead.
since I know you're more familiar with NXT, like Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, were they still in NXT or were they actually on the main rosters?
So I remember, I don't think Carmelo Hayes got called up officially because I still know he was doing a program with Trick Williams. But Braun Breaker, I remember they did this whole thing where he fucking where Nick Aldis came out and announced Braun Breaker was gonna sign a contract exclusively to SmackDown, and then he gets transferred to Raw. So that's the one thing I'm confused about. The one thing I'm surprised is that Carmelo Hayes was in the first round, It reminds me of when Finn Balor got called up in the first round, like one of the first 6, I think. So I thought that was pretty fucking cool. From the looks of it though, it looks like nobody really moved. Besides Nia Jax, because Nia Jax was on Raw, but no one gives a fuck about Nia Jax, really.
I don't think anyone does, really.
Kiana James, good for her. She did a couple good things. I can't really recall because I haven't watched NXT in a good minute. The Bloodline Solo and Tamatonga. It's crazy to think that they're considering the Bloodline as Solo and Tamatonga now. Like it's not Jimmy Uso anymore, or
Yeah.
Jay, or Roman.
Roman.
Yeah, because they said Roman Reigns didn't get drafted because he withdrew from being drafted to like Raw or SmackDown, which I don't know how that works.
I mean,
But
that's a what was it? You're a draft dodger. You go to
right.
prison for that. I don't know. I guess I had a feeling that maybe they were doing some of these changes because of Raw going to Netflix next year, right?
uh-huh.
But like you're saying, not a lot of things changed, so I don't know what to really think, you know.
Also, after SmackDown went off the air, they started doing it on Instagram. So on Instagram, like the final round was Baron Corbin to SmackDown, Alba firing Isla Dawn to Raw, the OC, which is Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Mia Yim to SmackDown, Ivar's to Raw, Cedric Alexander and Ashante Adonis to SmackDown, Shayna Baszler to Raw, and then Zoe Stark to Raw. But then again, like what we said, it just nobody seemed like they got moved around at all. So I don't know what it sucked. It was a really shitty first night of the draft. Hopefully the second night on Raw will be better. That's what I heard, that they're trying to move more people around on SmackDown and Raw, like this upcoming Monday. But I mean, I won't believe it till I see it.
Fucking Harvey Weinstein of wrestling right there.
Harvey Weinstein, man. All because of that Pepsi man, Phil Brooks.
Pepsi's all right.
I like cherry Pepsi. Cherry Pepsi's pretty fucking good.
Pepsi, it's all right. It's not Sprite. I'll say that. Sprite's my go-to.
Really, I love Dr. Pepper.
No, Dr. Pepper. I'm not good at. I don't like.
You don't like Texas barbecue water?
I'd actually probably prefer drinking that over Dr. Pepper if you just put smoke in a can and pour water in it.
Dude, let me know, man. I'll make you some.
That sounds good. They should market that like what is it? The death water.
Oh, liquid death.
Liquid death, but just have it like smoked with barbecue.
Ooh,
the smoke coming out. Yeah,
it's chef's kiss, man. Hell yeah.
It's straight up cancer liquid. I wanted to bring this up because I know we were talking about the draft. Is it drafty in here? No.
Nice.
Oh, is it gonna load up?
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm having internet. So,
oh no.
Okay, here we go. Becky Lynch. So they had that women's battle royale to see who would win the vacant championship, and Becky Lynch won. And I was very surprised because I really thought she was going to take time off, considering Seth Rollins. Well, she just had a child, and Seth Rollins has his injury. And it says here Becky Lynch was supposed to take a break from WWE and spend time with family. However, Rhea Ripley got injured, leaving a major space vacant in the women's division on Raw. I'm sorry. Becky answered the call and canceled her break to become the women's world champion and ensure the Raw ratings do not decline. My champion. Yeah, I don't know if this is a little biased. Because I feel like anyone could have answered the call, you know?
I don't think that would cause fucking ratings to draw. It's been hotter than ever.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
I'm surprised she won too, dude.
I'm very surprised she won. I thought they were gonna give it to, what did we say? Liv Morgan or Tiffany Stratton? Someone, you
Mhm.
know, like different, not just put it back on Becky Lynch. Didn't she? She just had a
She
belt, right?
she lost it to no man. Has she had a belt
Who did she fight at WrestleMania?
this year?
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah. Okay, so she just had that match
You
and
know what?
lost.
She hasn't had the belt in a long time
Really?
because last year's WrestleMania, it was she was part of that 6-woman tag match with Lita and Trish versus
Mm.
Damage Control.
Mm-hmm.
And then who had the belt at the time? What's her name?
Bianca
Bianca
Belair.
Belair. She lost it to Charlotte because she faced. She was in a triple threat match. I remember it was versus Charlotte and somebody else. Oh, and Becky Lynch, I think. And
And
then Io Sky came in.
Oh, okay. I thought Oscar was there and Oscar took the pin or something for some reason.
Maybe it was
I
either
feel like
Oscar
it was Oscar and she like took the pin because she's like, you know, the one that they don't mind taking the pin. They don't want to make the other ones look weak or something for the three-way.
And then Io Sky won it, and then she's been champion this whole time up until this past WrestleMania where she lost to Bayley. And then Rhea Ripley's just had the belt for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, it's been over a year since Becky's had it, but still, it's like I kind of wanted to go to Liv Morgan, but maybe she will win it from Becky sometime soon, so Becky can take a vacation.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Like, I feel like Becky was in need of a vacation, considering she just put her book out. She just had her kid, like, you know.
Yeah, like take time to promote the book. You know, you're still gonna have an income coming in, but I
Mm-hmm.
guess they really needed her. I don't think it's because ratings were gonna drop. I highly doubt that.
Nah. I don't know. I'm just surprised they put it on her. Not that she wouldn't be a good champion. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see where this goes. Maybe Liv Morgan's gonna win it from her. That's what I hope.
I think, and you hear my theory, that AEW is like Pepsi, and
Right.
WWE. And speaking of surprises, well, this isn't really a surprise. Drew McIntyre signs back with the WWE, and it was announced by The Rock on Instagram. And I don't think I even watched this video. Let me
I
see.
don't think I did either.
I thought they were gonna stab that dude in the wheelchair like with the fucking sword. The way it's like,
Ooh, what did they stab him in the back and that like he gets up from the chair like it helps him?
he's like, I'm cured. you stab,
I can
you
see.
you
I
cut the
can fight.
you cut the nerve that was holding me
Right.
back. So somebody's handing Drew McIntyre a sword. And he's opening up an envelope.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Man of your word.
I guess if he's re-signed that The Rock was gonna gift him a sword or something. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Okay, here's the
Oh, The
Rock's
Rock's actually
Instagram post. As you're a man of yours, congratulations, Drew McIntyre, on signing your new WWE deal. As we talked about after your WrestleMania match, I know this Scottish claymore represents everything that you, your family, and your country embody. Alba Goo Broth, and then a sword emoji. As you know, I wanted to personally hand deliver this gift to you at your meeting with Nick Khan, but I had warm cheat meals and chilled tequila waiting for me. Sword emoji, drink emoji, winking emoji. Congrats again, brother, and cheers to hunger, passion, climbing that mountain, always entertaining our fans. Signed, the final boss. So,
That's kind of cool, man. That kind of. But the thing is, I don't know if he saw on his table, he had a cup of Pepsi that he was drinking out of. And
did he
everyone knows that
really?
Pepsi. No, he didn't.
I was like, did he really? I thought that was him trolling CM Punk or something.
No. Oh, shit.
There's Pepsi there. AEW confirmed that he's going. No.
Yeah, because, man, that kind of makes me happy that they're on that level of like, oh, like here's a gift from me to you. Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty rad. It's kind of like what Cody Rhodes did because I don't know if you remember, he gifted like Rolex watches like to him, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and The Rock, like
Yeah.
all custom made. I was like, man, dude, that's fucking badass. That's pretty cool.
The Rock's like, he just throws it in his box with all these other Rolexes.
I
And
know
shit.
in his closet there's a fucking pile of Rolexes on the floor.
Like a dragon's lair and shit.
Dude, man, but that's fucking cool. And I'm happy
No.
Drew signed back with WWE because I don't think he was gonna leave either way.
No, he wasn't gonna go anywhere.
Like,
They have him.
go
They have
ahead.
him locked in because they're the Harvey Weinstein. They have all this dirt on him.
Fucking I'm expecting big things from Drew McIntyre when the summer comes around. Like with Clash at the Castle, and what's the next one they're having? The Bash at Berlin, I believe they're gonna have.
Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
yeah, Bash at Berlin. I think that was supposed to be promoted all around, not all around, but like Gunther is like the face of the poster for Bash at Berlin.
Damn, that's gonna go hard then.
Dude, hell yeah, man! We're Gunther stands over here, man.
Yeah, no,
Hell
Gunther's
yeah,
great. He's fucking
fuck yeah.
great.
I love Drew McIntyre too. He's always been one of my favorites.
He is cool.
Player hater of the year, right there, man. It's so funny.
Can't wait till CM Punk. Well, CM Punk is already healed, right? So they could start kind of doing.
I think they're just doing like the physical therapy part of it now. Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm assuming because he said, I know he had showed up on SmackDown this past Friday, but like after the cameras went off air, he's all, I'm healed, but it's gonna take some time for me to come back. I know when he comes back, they have to do McIntyre versus Punk.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so fucking good, man. I just don't want CM Punk to get injured. That's the only thing I don't want.
Yeah, that's all I ever think about. Like, dude, these guys are made of glass, like Jesus Christ. They sneeze right or sneeze wrong, and their fucking backs give out.
Oh, dude, that's happened to me once.
I feel like that might have happened to me once. Maybe.
And I was at work too. They sent me home because I couldn't walk.
I remember one time I slept like really wrong, and it just fucked with my neck so bad for days. You know what I mean?
Fuck that shit.
I should have drinking a Pepsi.
Right.
Moving on to sticking with re-signings, WWE is allegedly interested in Hook, Ricky Starks, and Britt Baker. I doubt this is any validity to it, but what do you think of the idea?
I don't think Hook will jump because he's too busy pushing over young talent like Chris Jericho.
Yeah. All right, so he's off the hook.
Ew.
Ew.
Nice. Ew. Woo-woo. I would love to see Billy Starks in WWE.
Ricky Starks?
Yeah. Billy Starks? Who the fuck is Billy? Oh, no, that's his chick. Yes, Ricky Starks.
Yeah, I'd like to see Billy Starks. I like Billy Starks. She's cute.
Dude, yeah, no, she's great too.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks, I love his personality, like his charisma that he has, man. It's fucking fire. And I like Britt Baker too. But for some reason I feel like Me personally, maybe it's just I feel like she's still like a little green for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff, I feel like some of the moves she performs, where I'm just like, I feel like that shouldn't be in your arsenal because it looks kind of wonky
Like you
a
can't
little
do it.
bit.
You can't do it to the best of it.
Yeah, like when she does her curb stomp, like I feel like it looks kind of weird sometimes. Like she has to really like set herself up. Same thing with the sling blade. You know the sling blade where they like spin around. It's the one that Pentagon Jr. does all the time.
I think so. I think I know what you're talking about.
Where like he hooks around them and like slams them down. It's
Yeah,
weird to
yeah, yeah.
describe.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when she does that, it's like maybe they could go to like NXT and like work up themselves up from there. Especially Hook, because I feel like Hook doesn't have a lot of stuff in his arsenal either.
I would like to see. Well, what's her name? Britt Baker. She was already in WWE, right? In NXT, wasn't she like a jobber or something?
Was she? I don't remember.
I think Britt Baker was in NXT. Was Britt Baker in WWE? She lost to Nia Jax in a squash match.
Yes, okay. I remember that. That was in 2021? Damn.
Britt Baker revealed that she didn't sign a contract with WWE in 2016 as she was still in dental school.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I don't know. Like I feel like, and I like Britt Baker. I don't think she's anything bad. Yeah, I agree with you that she's green, but when you have people like Statlander, like what was the other one we were talking about earlier? It's still
Willow.
injured. No.
Oh, Jamie Hayter.
Haley. Yeah, Hayter. Like those, they're a little bit better than her. Like.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess maybe since these ones, I don't know if we're just considering that these people's maybe contracts are getting up soon. That's why they're here on this what if sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I would rather see Hook for sure. I think he could do cool things in NXT. Ricky Starks would be cool. Him doing shit with like even Ricochet or Shinsuke or something.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking badass. That would be sick.
Yeah. Or even with Chad Gable.
Oh fuck yeah, man!
Yeah,
I'm all
you know
about
what I
that.
mean.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Ricky Starks. I think he could be like a tinier version of The Rock.
I think so, dude. He has that persona, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of his.
I feel like with Hook too, the performance center could do wonders for anybody. I feel like that's been like the main thing from the performance center that I've been getting. It's like they can help you like make you a star.
And then he just looks good too. Like,
no, yeah, man. Especially that photo right there, man. That looks
yeah,
badass.
yeah, he looks badass. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna leave because of the Harvey Weinstein accusations. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't know about Ricky Starks, but Hook has Taz there. Britt Baker has Adam Cole there. So I don't see that. Ricky Starks has a Big Bill. No, I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see them leaving anytime soon.
I don't. But it's man. it's just all speculation.
Yeah, it's just cool to say what if.
Yeah.
Speaking of AEW, some sources close to the situation have confirmed that MJF has undergone surgery on his left shoulder, and he was originally wanting to do a March return. The injuries to MJF and Adam Cole have dramatically affected creative plans for MJF versus the Undisputed Kingdom. Max was looking to wrap that program up, but there's no timetable as to when. And I don't know. I thought this was interesting because I just thought he was like not siding with AEW yet, just to fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's hurt, and then Adam Cole's hurt with whatever illness he's hurt with, I'm just wondering, like, I don't know, your opinion on this, like, MJF just being hurt,
Like what you said, it's like I thought he wasn't going to sign back with them. Or like I remember like him promoting like, oh, it's gonna be the bidding war of 2024. Remember, because he would always talk about that shit.
Yeah.
But then like, doesn't that kind of debunk the fact like, oh, he's gonna stick around? You know what I mean? Not unless I feel like too. How do you say? Maybe I don't know. It's weird because I felt like he was gonna go to WWE because he dropped the belt, like to Samoa Joe. Which honestly, I thought MJF was gonna keep the belt, but it kind of with him dropping it, it made me think, oh, he's leaving, he's gonna be leaving. But then now it's like you got reports like this saying like, oh, he was supposed to have a feud afterward, like with the Undisputed Era or Undisputed Kingdom, whatever the fucking name is. That now I'm just there thinking, oh, he was supposed to stick around this whole time. That kind of ruins the surprise. But past all that, I just miss seeing MJF on my TV. That's what I miss. Like he was. Oh, well, what's up? You were gonna say something?
I'm saying like, no, you're right. He was like the only reason to tune into AEW for a while. Was even his goofy shit with Adam Cole was like fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was doing that like for a couple. I don't know if was it 3 or just 2 pay-per-views where he would do the opening match and the closing match. Like
it was probably like
at least 2, I think.
2 or 3.
Yeah. And so he was putting the work, and I don't know. I feel like for a while, especially after the CM Punk shit where CM Punk was like nowhere to be seen, MJF was the only reason to watch AEW to see what he was doing. And it feels weird that there's just radio silence, you know? Like you would think they would officially update us instead of just giving us these hints of rumors and stuff like that, you know?
Oh man, you're right. That radio silence is weird. Like, but I feel like AEW is kind of good. I feel like they're good at doing that, but then they're also bad at doing that too.
They're good at it, but it fucks them over because it's like, why are you holding this shit for a surprise if you could just be teasing it or alluding to it, and then we want to watch instead of, oh, this happened. Oh, okay. Well, you better tune in because anything could happen. What the fuck? But nothing.
What do you mean anything could happen? You just told me everything that was gonna happen. So why do I need to tune in?
That's not a good fucking reason to tune in that anything could happen.
It's a bad tactic. That's what it is.
It's
bold
not
move,
good.
Khan. Let's see where it goes from here.
But you know, that's the Pepsi of wrestling.
That's the Pepsi talking.
Speaking of Pepsi, the speculation now, the Pepsi wrestling, still talking about AEW. Goldberg says there's not a chance of him joining AEW and says the product is, quote, too cheesy. I've talked to him, and he's talking about Tony Kahn a number of times throughout the past. This is where you're gonna get the blunt answer you're gonna get from me. The product is too cheesy. The product is too cheesy. It doesn't deserve to have whatever laughs. Now you're really gonna get me going. But if there was a comparable, viable option as a competitor that would allow me to still look myself in the mirror after I was a member of their roster, yeah, then it would be a consideration, but not a chance. So he's talking about being with AEW, but he's saying it's too cheesy. This guy, translation, Tony Khan didn't pay me.
But it's like, would Eddie, like what that other comment says, like, does AEW really want Goldberg as part of their roster?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt Tony Khan would love to hug Goldberg, you know, or meet him, or you know, but I don't know. I don't know what to think because I'd believe that AEW, or at least Tony Khan, that's what I'm talking about when I say AEW, Tony Khan would love the chance to at least have Goldberg show up, you know, as a surprise or whatever his hometown might be, whatever football team he played for, have him show up and spear a heel or like have a match with Wardlow or something. I don't know.
Just bury the shadow Wardlow.
just to have a match and beat Wardlow or something.
Yeah.
For no
Man,
reason.
but it's so weird. It's maybe just invite him over just to check it out. But like you said, Tony Khan seems like such a fan. Like, oh yeah, like we'll do anything for you. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from all this shit.
I don't know. I don't know who to believe because it's Goldberg. So I don't know
Yeah.
what to like. He could concuss himself before he fucking brushes his teeth in the morning and gets out of bed. So I don't know what to think of that. But yeah, so I don't know if you'd want to see Goldberg in AEW or you would mind
Fuck
it.
no, I don't want to see Goldberg at all.
Bill Goldberg. I don't want to see Bill Goldberg in AEW.
What makes you think I would see Bill Goldberg on my team every Wednesday on Dynamite? Bill Goldberg ruined my career.
He doesn't prefer to be called Bill Goldberg. I don't care what Bill Goldberg prefers to be called. He's Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg, Tony Khan didn't give Bill Goldberg any money. Bill Goldberg is just gonna ruin more careers. I don't give a hoot what Bill Goldberg wants to talk about.
Still talking about shit that people were talking about. Here's Logan Paul responding to Ronda Rousey's claim that they gave him special treatment. Because I remember if we talked about it last episode, Ronda Rousey was saying, hey, I could have been like Logan Paul, but they're giving him special treatment by, I don't know, training him better or giving him more time or practice or something, which we thought it was a bunch of baloney. But let's hear Logan Paul's take on it here.
Okay. I want to approach this from a real mature standpoint because I like Ronda Rousey. What she's done in MMA is incredible. Like we watched her growing up, just snapping arms. I have a lot of respect for Ronda Rousey. Every time I've met her, it's been very amicable. So when she's saying that, I don't think it's like a personal attack on me by any means. I don't feel she's coming after me. I feel she's maybe using me as an example to express her dissatisfaction with maybe how she was treated in the WWE. But I can't speak on that because I don't know how she was treated.
Wait, you think she could whoop my ass?
100%.
Yeah.
In one fucking
What the fuck?
100%.
Yeah, so you better pipe
This
down.
dude's not paying attention.
My dog.
Nah, because I don't think she's a hater. I think she might be unhappy with how her run in the WWE went, but I don't know anything really about that. All I know is how I work and the facilities and time that I've been given to make my matches as best as possible, because I think the WWE recognizes that when I put on a good match, which will happen every single time I perform, the outcome and the reaction of the fans is immense. It fills the audience, and I think I've proven my value both in and out the ring, on the mic, wrestling. Like bro, the impressions that I'm delivering the company are second to none.
So what do you think about Logan Paul's response to Ronda Rousey?
I agree with him. It's a very mature response, especially. I can't believe I'm saying mature and with the fucking Paul brother.
That was my exact thought too. Like, I'm very impressed with how the direction of maturity he took to this, because he could have easily been like, fuck you, Ronda Rousey, you don't know me, but he really went like the high road with this answer.
Maybe it's just like working with the company. It's opened his eyes on like the sport in general.
I don't know. But he makes good points. Like you're comparing apples to oranges. It's like you know, I don't know how your run, or we only know how it looked from the outside, but I don't know how your training went. You don't know how my training went, so I don't know how you can compare me to you. And all I can tell you is what I know and what I do, not how much you put into it or you felt you put into it, So yeah, he makes good points, and then he handles it very well, considering that it's Logan Paul. I thought he was really just to be like, man, fuck you, and just do it for like the clicks, like hating, because obviously that would make him more money there, just hating. But he really went the high road, and I was actually really impressed with his answer.
Yeah, it's like crazy to think how mature his responses are. Because when he first said it about Kevin Owens, I think we talked about it last week, right?
What's that?
Where he said fighting Kevin Owens is it's harder than fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Oh
Because
yeah,
as far as like the practice that goes into it, like you got to make sure like you're protecting the person in front of you. As far as like you want to give a show to everybody else that's around you. As far as like in boxing, you're defending yourself, and your purpose is to knock the other guy out.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, it's very. I don't know. I'm just very impressed with his answer of this.
And I want to hate him. Like, damn, bro, let me hate you. And I can because he's a good athlete. He's a good performer. And he just shows respect to the business, Like, it's crazy expecting it from a fucking Paul brother.
No, yeah, I remember when they first had like an event with him or whatever. I thought it was gonna be like Bad Bunny or whatever, where it was just a one off or a two off. And then when they said, "Oh, they were gonna partner with him or bring him in," I was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be bullshit." But he's really taking it seriously, and it's like amazingly impressive.
I don't think he's had a bad match.
I don't think so either. He keeps trying to like elevate every match. It's not like he's going out there and it's like, oh man, let me just put one out, real quick. A fucking, nothing like a 6.5 star match, but he knows what he's doing with whoever he's working. I don't know. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, and then from what I've been hearing, a lot of other wrestlers like loves how he's respecting the business and like taking shit seriously. I think Randy Orton says it too. He's all, we've had a bunch of celebrities come in, and you can just tell they don't give a shit. But as far as you come in, like you're asking, like, what can you do to be better? Like it shows me that okay, you're taking it seriously. Like you actually are interested in what we're doing. And it's like that's coming from Randy Orton too. It's like
Yeah.
I'm expecting Randy Orton to fucking beat the shit out of me.
The Harvey Weinstein of wrestling. Nah, but no, it's good. I'm surprised with his answer, and I hope he continues to do great work with WWE. Moving on here, the mayor of London has pledged to campaign to bring WWE WrestleMania to London. London is a world leader in major sports events and has been at the heart of some of the most memorable sporting moments of the last few decades. I believe that London has the potential to host the first international WrestleMania. Would this be the first one? I thought they just had one in Australia. Would that be international?
Well, for
Oh
WrestleMania.
no! Oh my bad. That was fucking. What was that? Bash at the Beach, and that was
Stadium Stampede.
Rumble in the Jungle. No, that was fucking Elimination Chamber, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know. What do you think of it being in London?
I don't mind. Next question.
Yeah, actually, I do have here's a thing from Sean Ross Sapp on Fightful. So there's something going on here. Minneapolis thought they had it and have wanted to announce WrestleMania. WWE never waits this late to announce and have considered May 2025 for WrestleMania. Undertaker outright was told it was Vegas for WrestleMania. And so no one really knows where WrestleMania is going to be yet. And I've even here on the comments, there's a speculation here, and I thought this was interesting, that they might do something crazy like a night one in one city and a night two in another city.
I feel like that's too much and too much production.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know.
No, yeah.
You're right that it's like too much. Like, why would you do that? But especially for fans, if they want to attend both nights, they gotta go.
Dude, that's too much, man. Yeah.
But I thought it was an interesting thought,
Because I think, from what I heard, WrestleMania 2, that they had it in 3 cities. They had it in Chicago, I think, California, and in New York, from what I've heard. So, like, but it's WrestleMania 2, so they weren't really established yet, you know? So a lot of the cards were pretty shitty. But that's just too much, man. I feel like, especially like business-wise, it's not going to make you a lot of money compared to having it in one city for 2 nights.
Yeah. Well, even I don't know. I don't know what to think. And then, how are they going to do? Well, you know, you have it streaming on, or at least Raw streaming on Netflix. So I wonder if it's going to still be on Peacock, or if it's going to be on Netflix, or where it's going to be afterwards. Like, you know?
Yeah. That's just, I don't know. Where do you think they're going to have it at? I think it's going to be in Vegas.
I thought it was going to be in Vegas too, just because the Undertaker. So I
just because he spoiled it. That's what I heard.
Oh shit!
So do you want it in the Pepsi of Vegas, or you want it in the Harvey Weinstein of Minneapolis?
Do you want the Pepsi Stadium or the Weinstein Stadium? Nah.
Oh Jesus.
We'll see. But wherever, whenever our hearts will be together, or whatever the fucking Shakira song goes. Here is a something you sent me. Hulk Hogan taking credit for discovering the Undertaker.
Oh my god!
I'll read this real quick from Hulk Hogan. It's kind of funny how the Undertaker came about. I was doing a movie called Suburban Commando, and we needed a couple of really big aliens. We had one actor, and we couldn't find another big guy enough. So I remembered meeting Mark Calloway from the NWA. He was working in Atlanta, Georgia, for Barnett at the time. So I had somebody hunt him down, and we brought him to Hollywood. And the Undertaker, Mark Calloway, was one of the bounty hunters in the movie Suburban Commando. We became really good friends, and once we were done, I said, "Man, you should come to New York." So I brought Mark Calloway in to meet Vince McMahon, and Vince took a long look at him. He was a monster at 6'10", in really good shape. And Vince goes, "I'm gonna call you the Undertaker." And I just said, "Oh my God, this will never work with the body bags and dead people." But I was wrong on that one, so the Undertaker was born.
Shut up, dude.
Despite these claims, the Undertaker was already signed with WWE while filming Suburban Commando.
I was gonna say, I was like, was this Suburban Commando already filming? And then I was like, dude, I don't know. He doesn't even know his fucking old timeline.
Dude, he's getting really, like, what's the word? Where Alzheimer's and all that starts onsetting with old people.
Oh man, dude.
He's just forgetting things.
Alzheimer's ain't funny, but it's happy. I mean, it's funny, but it happens to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Except he can't forget that he's racist somehow.
Right.
Moving on to another Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan has also taken credit for discovering Kevin Owens. When I saw Kevin Owens in NXT, I watched 2 of his matches, and I watched him grind and chop meat. I went, "There's a brother that's got heat." Everybody I talked to in WWE wasn't real high on him like I was. The look, a lot of things he didn't have going for him, they pointed out. I said, "No, I'm telling you, give this guy a chance to get over. He'll grind." He found that spot between the cadence to get himself over and shoot his angle. So yeah, apparently he discovered Kevin Owens too. I'm pretty sure this is a lie, if I'm not mistaken.
It was William Regal, I think. Like, is he like responsible for talent relations, like scouting and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fuck Hulk Hogan, dude. So delusional.
I love Hulk Hogan and how delusional he is. It's hilarious.
Oh man, I hate Hulk Hogan. How delusional he is.
He's the Harvey Weinstein of
Alzheimer's.
And this was something you sent me with Piper Niven and Bully Ray. And from what they were feuding on Twitter, and from what I got from it, they were like flirting. I don't know what this was like.
Dude, I don't know what it was, but I could have stopped fucking laughing because I was like going on each Twitter post, see like what started this all off.
yeah, I couldn't really find like because you kind of have to go through this backwards, and
Keep on going to what started off this conversation. I couldn't stop fucking laughing.
was it a picture of her?
I think like this was it. Ugh.
Yeah, like there's a picture of her, and then he just goes, like
Yeah, and
saying
then like they just
the
start going
throw
back
up
and forth
emoji.
because he posted a throw up emoji.
Yeah, and then they just like start talking shit to each other, but it's like in a flirty way.
Sip your pie and hold to it.
Or next time, I guarantee you go through the announce table, and she's like, was wondering when you would show up and get your engager from me, you carny grifter. Only guarantee you'll meet up with my foot up your arse. Is she Australian?
I don't know where she's from. She's from a different country. I know that.
Somebody got to get you over, you jobber. I don't know. Like, this was very odd because, yeah, I think people were commenting, like, are they flirting?
Oh, dude, this shit's so funny. But I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, because what started all of this? Ugh.
Just an emoji. Yeah, here at this point, I don't even know if this is real beef or they're just having fun. I thought you were stopping with the shaming.
That's nasty.
Poor Seamus. I don't know. That was a real odd thing because I couldn't figure out. Like, you had to go backwards through it, like Memento, and I couldn't figure out
Memento. Oh my god,
what caused it. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think the last thing on news I have here, and I don't know if you saw this, WWE 2K24 devs reverse permaban for popular content creator after fan backlash goes viral.
I heard someone got banned, but I don't know why they got banned in the first place.
So this guy who his name is called What's the Status? He develops, like, you know how in WWE 2K you can make like creations and then share them with the community on there, right? So like, oh, he'll be like, look, I made Asuka's outfit from 2017 WrestleMania or something, like, you know, shit like that, like custom content, right? And apparently he got banned because he was doing things that were technically against the rules, like, because you know how all video games have you sign those terms of agreements and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So his mods were actually breaking the rules, the terms of service, technically speaking. And so they banned him, and he had like over millions of downloads of his community creations, and so WWE Games banned him from the game. And on Twitter, he was like, "Well, they banned me. I don't know what to do now," because that was basically his life, was making this shit, you know? So it was like I don't know what to do now. I don't know what's gonna happen, but thank you guys for your support. And so everyone was like tweeting out, free this guy. What's the status? Free him from being banned. He didn't do anything wrong. And apparently he got in contact with WWE Games, and they contacted him, and they came to an agreement where it was like, all right, man, they unbanned me, and they, I guess, let some of his creations come back online, but then they gave him like a strict sort of, hey, this is what you did wrong. And so he was like, yeah, I know I did break the rules by doing certain things. So I think it's a fair agreement that we came to, you know?
Yeah.
So he put up this list of ways to follow like the agreements, like, you know, what is it? No intergender stuff, no flattened hair headpieces, you know, stuff that just goes against the modding of anything in the game that would break the rules. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that they banned him, but they were able to bring him back and come to an agreement because of Twitter.
Man, dude, the internet is a wonderful place where nothing bad happens.
I just trip out that like that was his life, and he had like no idea what to do after it. He was like, "Well, I don't know what to do now." That was like all I did for my life, you know.
So, well, that's it. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, nope. I have nothing else to contribute to society at
Oh
all.
man,
This was
well,
all I
that's
was
cool
good
that
at.
they reversed it. You know.
Yeah. No, I was happy for this, and I'm glad the Harvey Weinstein of wrestling did something right.
Under the Harvey Weinstein of 2K.
Fucking 2K games.
Oh,
But
shit.
yeah, that's it with the news. Other than that, we can head over to botches
Woo.
and cool stuff. I have this here. This is kind of cool. Here's Kenny Omega putting over Roman Reigns. Real quick, let's listen to this.
Well, I'm not going to accept any Roman Reigns slander in this chat. I really think he's incredible. And I don't think he's boring either. I think I actually would say that I'm pretty jealous because Roman Reigns is presented the exact same way that I would love to be presented. He's presented as the man who's the champion to have big matches at the pay-per-views where you're either really cheering for him or you're cheering for someone else. That's professional wrestling. So he's getting to do what I did in New Japan. So I can't be a hater on that. I'm a fan.
But Pepsi.
What about Diet Pepsi? Nah, no, it's weird that like I've been seeing people saying like, man, Kenny Omega's becoming more likable, not even in the ring, you know, like he's not even wrestling right now, and people are liking him more than they've ever liked him, you know.
Dude, no, Kenny Omega's a great guy. Like he's always been super fucking nice.
I never knew that. I always thought he was like a weirdo, or like just the way he was presented on TV, you know, himself.
Oh no, dude! Like he's like super respectful, like super nice to everybody. He's just a guy that loves Street Fighter.
Street Fighter is pretty good.
Yeah, but I respect him for it. Like, no, he's always been one of my favorites, no matter what. He was always the one where it's like it's hard for me to boo him, you know.
No, I'm liking him more and more. At first, with all like the elite stuff and him being a EVP, I always thought like he was on their side, you know, or not even picking sides, but just like, nah, fuck, I'm gonna put over who I want to put over and do what I want to do. And you could tell he actually kind of cares about the business or the company more than just himself, you know.
Yeah, because I don't really think he's like selfish in that way, as far as like behind the scenes.
And I'm just realizing that from his like conversations like this, you know, because I would rarely see in interviews of him that he isn't being the elite or whatever gay shit he was doing, you know. Oh, here's something you sent me from last night. Breaking news: Darby Allin was hit
my god!
Darby Allin was hit by a bus after crossing the street in New York with a broken foot and a potentially broken nose. And
so he broke his foot again?
I don't know. It just says he was hit by a bus after crossing the street with a broken foot. So did he have the broken foot, or did it get broken after he got hit by the bus? Like I don't
know, dude. I thought he already went through surgery to like fix his foot. Now that he re-broke it again.
I'm just worried about this guy. Like he needs to do drugs if he's really looking for that high. Like,
he's a real life GTA model, dude. Like when you go crashing and you fucking ragdoll.
He reminds me of Hellraiser. Like he just keeps looking for, man, I can't really like get off tonight from porn. Let me go fucking get hit by a bus, and that'll help me sleep.
It's like, let me go to fucking Live Leak real quick.
That's better. My fucking really really straightened out my back, you know.
He has that post-nut clarity. Oh my god, what have I done?
Ow, that kind of hurt. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this. This is very. What's wrong with him?
It's misconvenient. It's inconvenient. There you go. This shit sucks.
I'm hoping that he has a quick recovery again.
I hope so, dude. I just hope he doesn't break anything while he fucking recovers.
To me, it's like, dude, like I hope you stay down for a while so you could at least know what it feels like to feel healthy for a little bit, you know? Jesus Christ, like come on. Here's the Bryan Danielson and what is it? That match between him, a scary landing.
Oh, Will Ospreay.
Yeah, there you go. Let me see here.
God damn it!
Oh no, wait, that's after the match. That's after that match happened. Let me get the actual.
Son of a bitch!
Here's the scary landing between the Ospreay match.
Oh, I did see that.
Did you see that? How he landed that Hurricane Rana spot?
Oh my god,
that was nasty.
I didn't see that spot. Holy shit! For audio listeners only. Ospreay sitting on the top rope, and Danielson's up there trying to do like what is it, like a Hurricane Rana? I guess. And then instead of rolling all the way through, Danielson just falls completely on the back of his neck and folds in half.
Yeah, and people were thinking that that's if he did get hurt, because at the end when he does like the Tiger Driver or whatever, and they said, "Oh, he got hurt from it."
Oh, like he was like tweaking out.
Yeah, whether it was kayfabe or not, they were thinking this is where if he really did get hurt, this is where he got hurt because he landed like really bad right there.
It's weird, dude. I feel like I'm having deja vu, like with us talking about Danielson getting fucking injured, and it's scaring us. I feel like we talked about this before. Like for some reason, I imagine him landing the same fucking way.
I'm saying he he's just always getting hurt, or someone's. That's why I always watch AEW like tense because I feel like somebody's gonna get hurt. It's like watching my niece play in a playground. It's like, I need to be careful, like I need to watch her. But, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get close to that. Don't do that. I don't know. But whatever, Pepsi of Wrestling. Here's a nice cool thing though. Here's Claudio. Instead of take a shitting, he's taking out the trash. No, he used a bin against Takeshita.
Hell yeah.
And then he's putting the trash back into the trash bin.
It's so nice, dude. I love Claudio, dude.
I like Claudio too. He's a cool cat. He really is. Even though he's in a group, they're supposed to be heels, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be healed, but it's just like, bro, you're Captain Planet. You're cleaning up after yourself,
Yeah.
man.
I like how he just doesn't care. He's always just like a cool dude. Like he just seems like if he'd bump into anyone in the crowd, he'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah,
Pardon me.
So sorry.
Oh man, I love Claudio so much. He's up there with like Shinsuke, where like people I cannot hate at all.
Well, that, and I feel like he's in a good spot because I feel like he's having fun, and it doesn't care to him if he's over, if he's not. I just feel like he looks like he's having actual fun there.
Yeah.
It's weird to actually say that about like an athlete there. Like I imagine if you were to ask him, "Oh, is anything negative going on there?" No, everything's great, and he means it.
Yeah. He's very genuine about it.
Yeah, he's not like lying to. He's like, "No, I love it. It's great here. I'm having fun. I love the crowd." Blah blah blah. He just seems like he's just happy to be wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think this is something you sent me about this guy who looks like a rage with the Ministry of Darkness.
This is a shout out to my friend Efren. He's the one that sent this to me, and I couldn't stop fucking laughing. Only 6 people will get this.
I don't know why this dude for the People's Court would look like the devil car salesman. Like,
dude,
why would
he looks so
like
red
that?
in the face, bro. It's like he's stressing out.
And then to wear red and black, like to accentuate it even more. Like you look like you're about to sell a contract for a soul,
I know, but just to make you look younger.
He just looks evil. Like, how can you win?
He looks evil. Yes, like if he popped up at midnight, it's like I don't think I would make a deal with him or anything.
No, he looks evil. Like that's even that goatee and the red in the face. He just I don't know how you could think, man, I'm gonna win this.
Check and mate.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know if you saw the latest Jim Cornette, but here's a thumbnail that was put out on the Jim Cornette podcast, and a lot of people are saying that it's racist. Let me ask you: do you think it's racist? Looking at this thumbnail,
Why is he a gorilla?
just at the thumb. Just I'll explain the context.
Okay.
But I want you to look just at the thumbnail and tell me: do you think it's racist?
At first, looking at it, I was like, "Oh, that's racist."
Uh-huh.
But then I'm thinking, what does Wendy's have to do with anything? Why is there a gorilla with a cotton swab? For audio listeners only.
Uh-huh.
They're showing Lorenzo pulled up a picture of a thumbnail, right, of the Jim Cornette show, and it's of a cartoon drawing of, I'm assuming it's Swerve, right?
Yeah, that's Swerve.
And then in the middle of the picture, there is what the fuck? It's supposed to be like the logo for Wendy's, but it's Jim Cornette's face in there.
Well, that's his podcast is called The Cornette's Drive-Thru, and he loves Wendy's, so that's his logo.
Okay, it's his logo. There's a cotton swab in the middle with like an angry, like grr face on it, and then I'm assuming it's Jim Cornette as a gorilla with glasses.
Yeah, you've described that very well and thoroughly. Do you feel this is racist?
When I first look at it, I want to say it's racist, but then the more I look at it, it's like out of context too. I don't think it's racist.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I'm trying not to be in hot water. You can tell, right? I'm trying to tiptoe around everything.
Well, okay, I can get how you can just like you said, first glance at it, you're like, oh, a monkey and a black dude, it's racist. But then the more you look at it, you're like, well, why? What's the context here? And so the context,
it's not like it's comparing them either, right?
No. So the context here is they're talking about Swerve's first match after winning the championship, and how what was it, Dynamite? He had his right after the pay-per-view Dynasty. He was the very first match on the very first Dynamite after Swerve, right? So it's like, okay, he put on a match with whoever, some jobber, but they went 15 minutes. And Cornette was like, well, why are you having your champion who just beat Samoa Joe, one of the strongest champions, and he's having a competitive 15-minute match that he should just beat immediately with a no-name jobber, you know? Why do they do that? That's not putting over the champion at all. And he's saying, yeah, they always have these matches where they have the champion fighting literally a cotton swab for 15 minutes and almost putting the cotton swab over. So that's where the cotton swab comes from. And then he was saying something like, I don't care if you're booking Mighty Joe Young versus some other big name. If you don't book it right, they're gonna always look weak. It doesn't matter just for the name. It matters how you book them. And so that's where the monkey, why he's like Mighty Joe Young. Have you ever seen the movie Mighty Joe Young?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the context of the clip. So yeah, people are just looking at this picture and thinking it's racist when it's really just saying, why don't you book your champion better? Swerve right off the bat, you know?
When people think it's racist, I guess when they see the picture, they think it's comparing Swerve Strickland to a gorilla.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Which it's now the context behind it, it's not, but it's kind of weird that he said the cotton swab. You know, wrestling a cotton swab to have a good match.
He might have said a Q-tip or a cotton swab Q-tip, basically saying why do you need to have a competitive match with someone that's nothing like that? It's like wrestling a cotton swab, but putting it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what are the comments saying here? Are they agreeing with Jim Cornette being racist?
Well, this was the AEW blog, so of course they're gonna hate Jim Cornette because he just really likes this shit on AEW. Here, this made me go to listen to it. He had some good points about Swerve booking and didn't say anything derogatory. Thanks for reposting. I was gonna skip it, but I wanted to see what the outrage was all about and a little to do about nothing. And people were like, "Stop mentioning him. He stays relevant if you mention him." But Jim Cornette is always right. Here's a fan.
Oh my god!
Cornette,
How they get a picture of me, dude? What the fuck?
And it says here, blame Jim for an image he didn't draw for a channel he doesn't run. Yeah, like he doesn't even draw the thumbnails. He commissions, or his producer commissions the guy to do it, and all the guy does is listen to it, pick out a couple random things. Like, if you've seen his other thumbnails, they're just as ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so now in context, there was nothing racist about it.
No.
But I guess it's like, oh, like Swerving Gorilla and Cotton, like that's fucked up.
No.
Yeah, it's like it's not that at all. You know.
No. I just wanted to show it to you and be like, out of this picture, do you find it racist? Like a fucking HR type of thing.
Yes.
Stare at this picture. Does this make you uncomfortable?
It's like, how'd you get in my restroom?
Is that like, a bean wearing a sombrero? No.
But it's like at first, like you can totally understand. It's like, oh, okay, a black man and gorilla. Like, oh, you know where this is going.
But like, I'd like to say that that's in your mind, and you're the racist.
No, exactly. Like, you know, it's like it makes sense. It's like, okay, well, like, why is the first thing you think of is racism? You know, and that's out of context too.
Yeah. I think it's a good psychology test for everyone on the internet. Like,
yeah,
if you find this racist, maybe you're the problem.
I said a quick glance too. You're just like, oh, okay, hold on, time out.
Yeah, but to me, it makes me want to like, well, what is he talking about then? If this is the fucking thumbnail, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just him talking about the booking of Swerve. Anyway, a couple more last things here. This one says, "What the fuck?"
Oh, dude, I saw this live.
What happened? if for anyone just listening, it's Cody Rhodes and is that Carmelo Hayes?
Yes.
And they're doing like back to back. They look like they're gonna do Cody cutters, and they both just completely miss.
Mm-hmm.
Like not even by barely, by like you're lagging, like someone's ping is off, like really bad.
Yeah, it's like Carmelo's probably like up by like what, like a second, half a second.
Yeah, like a Mississippi second, you know.
Yeah, but no, I think that was the thing. Like they tried to do the like the double springboard into a Cody cutter. It would have been fucking badass if they did it, but.
Yeah, I mean, but this is something like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is something you could just kind of brush off. Like, like there wasn't a you fucked up type.
There wasn't. I guess because people are no, because if you look at it, like people are it looks like people are worried because look how Cody lands.
Yeah, Cody lands really bad.
Yeah, and like the whole time he's holding onto his right arm, like fuck, and like he raises the belt. But when he puts the belt down, like he's still holding onto his arm, like fuck. And the first thing that's going through my mind is like, God, please don't be injured. Like that's the last thing I want.
He expected Carmelo's neck to probably be right there to catch, and that's why he had
to be like that, and then just a boom, like completely on it.
Because you could see his right arm was like out like this, and nothing to catch. It's like, well, fuck, there you go. I'm gonna land on my fucking right arm. And that's it. He landed like right on it because that's what he was leading with, you know.
And plus, too, they're more closer on Carmelo's side of the ring than they are on Cody's. Mm-hmm. So that for them to leave at the same time, Carmelo was going to get there first before Cody.
No, this was a real, like, I don't know.
I wasn't like even secondhand embarrassed. I was just Well, not even secondhand embarrassed.
Just
I was
worried?
just more like, worried. I was like, please, God, don't let Cody be injured.
This just reminds me of like, I don't mean to like compare it to, but like a AEW women's like a botch because it's just so off. You know, it's like I feel like it's so off that they meant to do it. You know, like what the fuck?
This was planned all along.
He's just losing all his rings and shit.
All the onion rings.
Oh
Shit.
I don't know. Hopefully he's fine. I doubt he's probably gonna be injured and have to vacate the title. Nah.
Oh, dude, don't even say that. That's gonna make me so upset.
It's just like Rhea Ripley. Well, it's a man, so I guess they're gonna have him drop the.
So I know Yuri had people on Twitter complaining about. They're like, "Oh, this is like his third time already talking about like how grateful he is from WrestleMania." I was just like, "Bro, it's his third time on TV after WrestleMania. Give him a chance, man." Like people are already bitching about it.
People, I love it. The Pepsi of wrestling. Lastly, here, what is this? Oh, this is Shibata beating down Shane Taylor while Daniel Garcia dances in the background.
That's fucking funny, dude. I love Daniel Garcia.
I do too. I do too. I really do. Is Shibata the one that talks with the translator? The phone? Is that like his gimmick now?
Oh, the one that commented on Renee's necklace or something.
I love your necklace or whatever.
Yes, it's kind of funny. I like it.
It is funny. I think it's funny.
No, it cracks me up. But Shibata is like one of those dudes. Like if you have a match with him, like he's probably more than likely going to fucking kill you. Like he's the one that gave the headbutt to Okada, and then it sounded like two bowling balls hitting each other. And then you just see the blood come down his face. Do you ever see that video?
I don't think so.
You should look it up real quick before we cut off the podcast.
Let's see. What is it? Yeah. What was it again? Shibata and Okada?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shibata Okada. Oh, headbutt. Oh, shit. 28 seconds, yes. Oh, no. I don't think it was this one.
Was it that one?
No, it wasn't that one. Oh, my God. But he did bust himself open, though.
Yeah, that one did look bad.
Let me see. It should be Okada. I think it's this one. That one.
An update on New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh my God, they're not gonna show it.
Good one. At Sakura Genesis and champion Kazuchika Okada at Sakura Genesis in April, Shibata was diagnosed with a subdural hematoma and needed emergency surgery. According to Shibata's Real Talk blog, it seems that things aren't going so well for him. He's had another surgery on May 2nd, which required skull removed.
Dude, no, it's like I remember after this aired, I really wanted to see this match. And they did that spot, and it was one of the most cringiest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Or like cringy to a sense. It's like, dude, like you really fucked yourself up. You ever play Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No, I know of it. I just never played it.
Okay, there's a part where Conker's all drunk and he's like swinging his arms back and forth like while he's walking. That's the same way Shibata's walking after that match. It's fucked up.
He's just like Goldberg after concussing himself on a door.
Bill Goldberg concussing himself on a Bill Goldberg door. Bill Goldberg
concussing himself on the door that says Bill Goldberg to his dressing room. Bill Goldberg.
Man, I love Bret Hart.
Yeah, no, Bret Hart's fucking great. And that's it. That's all kayfabe. That's another episode for the day, guys, or the week. I want to thank you all for listening. Thank everyone who listens and to the Pepsi of podcasts. We're hanging in there. What do you want to say to the people, Gabe?
Oh man, just thank y'all for tagging along. Real quick, just a shout out to Elijah if he's watching this. That's the guy I was telling you that was doing. That was telling you about the podcast.
Elijah. Well, if you're just watching, to the listeners out there, he shouted out to Elijah for the podcast.
Elijah, just make sure you're drinking a Pepsi, okay? You don't want to drink any Harvey Weinstein around here.
Yeah. Those are terrible accusations if you drink anything other than Pepsi.
But in all honesty, though, thank y'all for listening, liking, commenting, subscribing. All of that, it helps out the channel.
Thank y'all guys, and we'll see y'all next week when, I don't know, more stuff happens. We'll be there to talk about it. See y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Bye.